This is the Room Upstairs podcast, a show where we pit two movies against each other in a battle for supremacy. Or in today's case, every movie that we watched in 2024. Yes, everything we watched this year has a chance to appear in today's specialized categories, meaning anything could come out on top of this episode. It's the biggest battle of the year, spread out among 15 categories that you, the audience, had a chance to vote on. Welcome one and all to the Room Upstairs, and our second annual Sonya Awards.
Welcome, everyone, to the Room Upstairs. The Sonya Awards have finally arriven. We're here. We've got our notes handy. We're very excited.
Is arriven a word?
It's a word that we use on this podcast.
It's arriving.
Well, welcome. Welcome, you guys. Make sure to follow us on the socials because that's where everything goes down as far as all the voting.
Except not now because it's done.
Except next time we'll probably do a survey or something.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we're gonna
Too much
streamline. We're gonna streamline it
Just
for
like
sure.
a hotline.
But stay up to date with us. Follow us on the socials. The Room Upstairs podcast on the Facebook, on TikTok, on Threads, on YouTube,
heck is Threads.
and
You,
on
like play video games with me on PlayStation.
I feel like there's one more.
Yeah.
LinkedIn?
I don't know. Find us, whatever your
LinkedIn.
socials is. Find us, the Room
Hinge.
Upstairs. If you don't find us, we're not there.
Walkie-talkie.
My name is Bird, and I'm here with my crazy hosts.
TallBeing.
Hayden Evans.
Mephisjoe.
Ooh.
We haven't been together in like over a month or something like that
It's been
because
weird, dude. It's been like quarantine level loneliness.
we've been sick. One of us has been sick. Two of us have been sick.
I threw up a lot.
Yeah, so it's been a rough
You do
month,
not need to know that.
but we're here now.
Yep.
So we're excited. We're all over the place. But we're going to rein it in so we can get you guys a good awards show.
But we're gonna have fun doing it
That's right.
because this is a fun award.
This is a fun
This
awards.
isn't. You're not gonna be mad about these picks. This is
You might
fun.
be mad about it,
No,
but it's not going to be like the
because you
Golden
had
Globes.
a chance to vote, so you shouldn't be mad.
There you go. That's a good point.
It's not like Survivor. Like you had a chance to vote.
That's right. Well, we are going to start with the composer, or
Yes.
okay. So this is the final battle of the composers. We've had 32 composers. Are we going to go ahead and get into it, or do we have anything else we want to say?
No,
Wise?
no.
I think we're good.
Okay, then let's go ahead and get into our award show. Dun, 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 dun.
First, composer battle.
Okay,
Our prelude.
this is the final
Undercard.
battle, like I was saying, of the composer battles. 32 composers. We went through a big tournament,
7 years.
and it took a very long time.
It's
I don't
been
think
84
either of
years.
them were here when we actually started.
Dude, we showed up, and I got the gist real quick. I was like, oh man.
Yeah, but it worked out perfect.
It's been fun, too.
It worked out perfect because it's here as part of the Sonya Awards.
Oh, dude.
So, go ahead and tell us who the finalists are for the composers. So this is going to be for the special John Williams Award.
Yes. Because John Williams got thrown out of the tournament. He's too good.
It's too good.
It's too good.
Yeah.
So we just named the prize after him.
Yeah. So taking John Williams' spot is Joe Hisaishi, often considered the John Williams of the East. A lot of really famous works on his part. Going up against
Name three.
name three. Merry-Go-Round of Life. That's Howl's Moving Castle.
That's a song.
Howl's Moving Castle. And The Boy and the Heron and Ponyo.
Yeah, Joe.
Well done. Well done.
Pass.
Yeah.
Pass. And he will be going up against another really well-known household name at this point, Danny Elfman.
Yep. So
It's been a long and grueling battle getting to this point.
we got to do a half point, right? Or are we just going to vote straight and then see what happens?
Leave it up to
I feel like we don't need a half point on this one. I don't think it's going to be as torn.
You think?
I got a feeling.
We do have a couple votes from our socials. that we can throw in if we need
As long as we got an odd number, I say.
Well, I don't know. We'll see.
Well, let's find
we
out.
just watched you tally it up.
Yeah.
So-
Well, I know what the votes are, but I don't know what we're gonna vote.
I got you.
No half points then.
No half points.
No half points.
Yeah.
Okay, full point for everybody. Start here.
I can start.
Okay.
All right.
I feel like he's got more on the line.
I guess so.
I don't.
Giacchino's out, and I don't care anymore. You know? I do care a lot. I really love
I'll
both of
say
these. composers.
someone's lying because
Yeah.
this guy cares about everything.
I do. Most things. Joe Hisaishi.
Okay.
He's going Quincy Jones.
Quincy Jones.
Quincy Jones over Elfman, huh?
Over Elfman. So I love essentially everything that Elfman has done. He's got some that are kind of iffy. Not sure about those, but we ignore those ones.
The Elfman.
Hisaishi is only hits.
Okay.
And he has that title of John Williams of the East for a reason. I think there is just genuinely no one that can be compared to Williams quite like Hisaishi can. So
It's
he's just
quality over quantity, is
Yeah.
what you're
exactly.
saying.
Yeah. Danny Elfman, he's got quality for sure. I mean, his Batman theme, I don't know if it's my favorite Batman theme, but an argument could definitely be made that it's the best one.
Mm-hmm.
I would say it is.
It probably is.
I mean, they
it's been
reuse it.
used so many times.
That's why I feel like it is. If a lot of people have to go back to it, then it's the thing, you know.
Yeah. I personally like the Giacchino one more, but I'm a Giacchino stan, and I think it just hasn't been around long enough.
There's nothing
It's been
wrong
out
with that.
for like what, 3 years?
Yeah.
We'll see. Especially as that trilogy eventually gets made.
Yep.
But Hisaishi, that's my vote.
All right, Hayden.
Kind of opposite of how he went. You know, yeah.
See?
There's only 2 people in the race, bro.
Yeah, I know.
I wonder who he's voting for.
I meant for like reasoning.
Oh.
Like he views
You like
Hisaishi
quantity.
as like this gourmet. You know, I like. I'm gonna go Danny Elfman because of
You like the junk
it
food.
can fit every day. Oh no, I do. I'm a Burger King guy, man. Like I'm cool with it. You don't like Burger King?
No.
All right, that's fine.
He's a Carl's Jr.
Oh yeah, okay. I mean that's the safe stuff. But bottom line, like I don't get sick of Danny Elfman. I've never even had to look him up. Like it's in the zeitgeist. It's in everything that's just on during the holidays. Not during the holidays, Halloween, you'll hear his stuff. Like he's just around more. You guys actually got me into listening to Hisaishi, not just watching those movies. But I get it, man. I get why he's in the final 2. I do get it. So
you gotta give it to Elfman.
Honestly, whoever wins this, I'm not going to be mad with this one. But I'm picking Elfman just because, I mean, that guy, he's just in so much of my childhood. The stuff I'm watching now, the stuff I'm watching Piper enjoy. And so for me, it's the Elfman.
Okay. So 1-1.
1-1, man.
Okay. So I go next.
Yeah.
Go next.
So I said quality over quantity, but their credits are pretty similar.
Yeah.
Elfman's got 141 credits, and Hisaishi has 133. So they're really close.
Yeah.
Now Elfman is like obviously the Western,
He's probably
more
done,
popular
yeah,
composer.
stuff a lot more people have heard of.
I
a lot
do.
more things people have heard of.
Yeah, that's what it is. Joe is like in that niche of people. If you know him, you love him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's any way around it.
No.
So I like what you said with the idea of quality over quantity because he is so good. His music is just, you've said it before in the past ones that like
It's tear jerking.
it is. You listen to it just almost every day. I still go for Elfman though.
Oh, okay.
Because I came on Joe late.
Same.
So I don't have the same connection with his stuff that I do with all of the Elfman stuff.
That's fair.
So
I'm still young and impressionable.
that's right. And
You're still cool.
I'm stuck in my ways.
Yeah, you're still cool.
So I go for Elfman. So that's 2 for Elfman, 1 for Joe Hisaishi.
Is it gonna be a tie?
Joe, do you go for your
So-
Joe brethren?
Listen, I championed to get Joe back,
Yeah.
and then helped him eliminate some pretty dank foes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I want to vote for him because there literally is not a week that goes by where I don't listen to Merry-Go-Round of Life, right? But for the sake of moving this on,
Gotta give it to him.
yeah. Also, just man, Danny Elfman sings like an angel, man.
Oh, I didn't even mention that.
You don't have to.
Well, I didn't.
Yeah. It hurts me. It pains me to do it
Uh-huh.
because I do love Joe and would love to see him win this whole thing. Maybe next time, right?
Well, look, if it'll make you feel better, even if he did vote Joe, that would make it 2-2. We have to go to our outside votes.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody voted for Elfman.
Yeah, I'm not
So-
surprised.
Yeah, and so in order to invalidate all
That's
their
why I know
votes,
we didn't have to
Right.
ask him.
in order to invalidate all their votes, right? I'm just gonna give it to Elfman. We're gonna move on.
There you go.
Okay.
So, after 32 composers, and look, Elfman battled through the whole thing. Joe
He
Joe
was,
was like
first.
the last
battle.
third of it. Yeah, he was.
Elfman was in our very first.
Hisaishi got what?
Yeah.
2 bye weeks?
But just
Yeah.
keep in mind that Joe unfortunately came in against John Williams, man.
yeah.
Like,
Right.
and
The
like,
guy that
That's
he
rough,
has to
dude.
win the award
Yeah.
for now.
It's like a swimming competition with Jesus. Because
He's
you can
gonna
just walk
jog
on water.
across.
You can just walk on water.
oh, I thought he like swam really fast or something. I was like, dude, I
I
don't.
don't know how fast Jesus swam.
All right. Well,
Write that
congratulations.
down.
Congratulations to Daddy Elfman. He wins the
Daddy?
first ever.
Daddy Elfman!
I said Danny, dude. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Daddy Elfman!
Daddy Elfman moves on. No, he doesn't move on. What am I saying? Daddy
wins.
Elfman. Daddy
He
Elfman
moves on
wins.
in life!
He wins.
Danny Elfman, you can now put this on your bio.
Winner of the John
Winner
Williams
of the John
Award.
Williams Award.
From
next
the
year he
Room
can be the wild
Upstairs
card.
podcast.
Are you eating right now?
Yeah, I got some Pokemon. There.
He just brought some snacks. He's like Tony Stark. And,
Just hiding fruits?
Yeah. Well, that's our first one that we got through quick.
Now
Are
it's
we
time
doing-
for
Are we gonna do
Sonya
another
Blade.
composers battle? Like,
Well, no, I don't know. I don't know if we will. We might set one up, maybe a smaller list in the
day.
future,
One
and
day.
do
I
another
think we
John
should do,
Williams
like, a
Award.
bullies
We'll call it
bracket.
a composer melee.
Let's go ahead and move forward with
Not backwards.
the Sonya Awards.
You guys came to see it.
Sonya Blade.
Do you want to explain the Sonya Awards real quick?
Yeah, good idea.
The history.
The Sonya Awards.
Yeah, let's go through the history of this. real quick.
Flawless victory.
The Sonya Awards
Push
was,
in to
was
old time.
Look, he's trying to explain stuff right now.
In 1956,
Shang Tsung, the leader of Outworlders.
okay. So the Sonya Awards. The history of the Sonya Awards is.
Listen, I'm not even sitting next to him, man.
I know.
This is not my fault.
So the Sonya Awards started because we wanted to do an award show, and we just came up with the name the Sonya Awards
I just
because
kept
of
saying
Mortal
Sonya
Kombat.
Blade, yeah.
yeah, we had
So-
just recently filmed our Mortal Kombat episode. And we started
Correct.
conceptualizing this.
And I just love how obsessed Shang Tsung was with Sonya Blade, man.
Yeah.
Every time he saw her, he'd be like,
Well, he's not like
smolder.
Yeah.
like even in the lore.
for the
he's not.
for the Spotify only listeners, he was smoldering at the camera. Right
Sorry.
there.
Right.
But he did that like half lid smolder, like that lidded smolder, you know? He'd be
Yeah.
like, Sonya Blade.
But he still has like a leathery face, so like so it still looks creepy.
Hey, don't speak ill of the dead, man.
Wait, is that guy dead?
Yeah, he died.
Man, that dude is not dead.
Why do you listen to me?
All right. So that's where the name came from. But just as a spoof, we decided to name the award show Sonya Awards.
No leather
But the actual idea of the award show is movies that we as a podcast have watched throughout the year of 2024 for this year.
At
Any-
least 3 of us would have to have seen
Yeah.
one of them.
Well, 2 of us. We decided on 2 of us.
we decreased that? That's a bummer.
So we might change it to 3 this coming year. So we decided to add any movie that we have seen throughout the year into the award show. We came up with categories, and then we deliberated between us, and we came up with some
Oh, there was some arguments.
finalists, and that's what you guys were voting on. And now we're here to actually decide on the winners.
Listen,
So-
just my quick disclaimer.
Uh-huh.
when I like looked at the list, I was sad there was not more Mario Van Peebles movies in it.
You're gonna have to pick some of those for your Joe picks.
Yeah,
and then we could throw in Mario Van Peebles because I don't know that there's any movie that we are gonna watch from Mario Van Peebles. So
You ready?
there we go. That's the Sonya Awards.
That's it. We're done. Now we're closing.
Hey, is the first?
We
is
might
the
as
first
well.
Wrap
category-
it up.
We've been going for 2 hours
Is
already.
the first category Joe movies?
It is.
All right, I'm half point then.
Are we ready?
I think we're ready.
All right. Category 1.
The first.
Joe pick of the year.
All right. So Joe Pick of the Year are movies that Joe has
I'm Joe.
picked out specifically for us to watch. It's movies that maybe not very well known. Probably very few people have seen them.
I think
But
we're
he
the only
has.
group on the planet that has seen all 4 of these.
I think so.
He hasn't seen one of them.
Yeah.
That's true.
I didn't watch Midnight Madness.
Yeah, I
We're
know.
not even that group then.
Here's the thing. It's not going to beat my pick, so it doesn't matter.
Right. You're pretty solid on that
Fine.
choice. So that's what the Joe Pick of the Year is movies that he had us watch, and now we're picking the best one out of them.
Mhm.
So, half point for you.
Half point.
All right. You want to start?
Yeah, if he
We
wants
had
to
to
read
read 'em
off
out.
the
Yeah.
All right.
the
so-
nominees are
Nominees. Peoples, 2013.
Mhm.
Almost an Angel, 1990.
almost.
Monster Squad, 1987. And Midnight Madness, 1980.
Listen, so obviously I love all these movies because I made you guys watch them.
Yeah.
One of them was like formative to who I am as a human being,
Yeah.
and that movie is Midnight Madness,
Oh.
which is what I'm choosing because I like everything in me like loved the blue team, like the bad guys, right?
Mhm.
And I was like, Emilio, man, like
Yeah.
just that's who I want to be in life, right?
Okay.
Share E point.
Yeah, he's like, "What's the ball for?"
Bong.
He just flicks it. It's just so simple.
Yes.
Some lookout.
Okay, so half point for Midnight Madness, which is a surprise. I didn't think you were going to pick that one.
Yeah.
Again, I love them all.
Honestly, he could have picked any 4. Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
I honestly, like, I didn't.
Yeah, but I figured that there was going to be another favorite, and it wasn't this one. But as we watched the movie, because it was my first time watching that movie too,
Mhm.
and as we watched that movie, I think I mentioned it. Maybe it was after. I don't remember. I was like, I could see Joe's humor
In this
in
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that does make sense now that I rethink about it and say that. So my vote out of the 4. So I hadn't seen any of these movies. The 4 are all brand new movies to me. Top choices out of the 4: Monster Squad and Midnight Madness.
Mm-hmm.
I also choose Midnight Madness.
Okay.
So,
But why? What tipped the scales?
okay. So again, first time watching both movies,
Mhm.
so I don't have like a connection,
nostalgia,
like some of us. So they're both just brand new movies to me. I enjoyed Midnight Madness more.
I knew you would enjoy it because it's like a love letter to LA, right?
It was
And the LA that you kind of grew up with,
Mhm.
right? So I'm sure, like for you, a lot more of the scenery and the iconography was important than it was for me. I saw some of that stuff on TV and movies and stuff, but I really enjoyed it. But I was like, as soon as I like loaned it to you guys, I was like, I think Bird's gonna like seeing some of these places. you
Yeah,
know?
that was really cool. And it had like a Revenge of the Nerds kind of feel, like that kind of 80s feel.
Yeah.
Just kind of, actually, one of the guys is from Revenge of the Nerds. But it was just a lot of fun to watch that movie. And all the actors, like, pretty much unknown. Like, they didn't do a whole lot, except for one of the minor characters, which was Michael J. Fox.
It's crazy.
It was really funny. So, yeah, that's why I chose it over Monster Squad. Was great. It was a good movie, but I feel like that's like Halloween specific for me.
Okay.
And it's got more of the campiness in it that, you know, it's fun, it's good campy, but
It's not LA enough for
it's
you.
it's just too
Just say it, man.
too focused.
I didn't grow up in LA.
Hey, look, and I've said it before, I'm not a horror guy, you know, so
Yeah.
the Wolfman is pretty scary.
What really got him away from Monster Squad was Alucard, right?
Yeah.
As soon as that letter showed up, he was
dude, he was wild in that
all
movie
the cool
too.
stuff in it.
Yeah. All right, Hayden, let's surprise us. Who you voting for?
Let's hear it.
Almost an Angel. I'm just kidding. No, I'm going Monster Squad. It's in my top 10 movies. The reason this still classified as a Joe pick for even me was Joe showed this to me when I was younger, and it, as you talk about, Midnight Madness and how you ran with that, like you wanted to be this. Rudy was one of those characters that I was idolized at a young age. Probably not the best character to idolize. I mean, he's lighting cigarettes.
He was the best
in middle school and stuff. Yeah. And so a lot of weird life choices that I've made when I was younger was would Rudy do this? And so it's still a Joe pick for me because you shared that with me when I was a kid. And so
15 plus years ago.
It's one of my go-to movies. Any roommate I've had, new friend that I start watching movies with, I give it to them to you need to watch this. And so it's one of the most shared movies from my collection, personal collection. And so there's just many reasons why Monster Squad it's it for me. But I had a lot of fun watching Peoples. That movie was really good.
Good movie.
So if I had to pick my top two, kind of like how Bird did it, Peoples was in there. But there's just so much that comes with Monster Squad for me.
Peoples was definitely in my top 4 of those choices.
Well, yeah, the 4 choices.
Yeah.
No, Peoples was funny.
It was a good movie.
All right, TallBeing.
All right. I'm going to vote Almost an Angel.
Whoa! No way.
Take that, guy.
Really enjoyed it. And I've thought about it a lot.
Yeah.
Just something about it has a earnestness to it that I really appreciated.
Yeah, that's early Paul Hogan, man.
Yeah. It just
before he was
just okay, I'm Crocodile Dundee. Let's run with it.
Peoples I enjoyed a lot. Monster Squad, like you said, had some camp to it that it didn't take me out, but it's campy. That's just the movie it's trying to be, and I appreciate that. Midnight Madness was also kind of had that camp, and I'm very close to voting Midnight Madness.
Mm-hmm.
Really enjoyed watching that movie. I just let myself get pulled into that one.
Just hearing you guys talk about it.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. It's just it's a good movie.
I'll grab it for you before you take off.
Gotcha.
But Almost an Angel, it felt out of all of them, the most a narrative, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
The rest of them are kind of these characters going and doing things, and we're to see this interaction and this interaction, and that's fun. But Almost an Angel is the story about really these two guys and just these friendships that they end up forming, and both of their individual personal struggles, and I just really appreciated that. And it's also hilarious.
Yeah, I could see that. Almost an Angel was a really good movie. Very low budget, subpar acting, but story wise, I mean, it was really good.
Except for Las Cateas. Dude, that guy's a thug.
He was good.
A storyline I was not expecting.
Yeah, that's a solid pick.
I know I voted it knowing it's not going to win because we have a vote and a half for Midnight Madness. I'm not angry about that at all, but I wanted to give my love for Almost an Angel.
Yeah, Midnight Madness might also be a recency bias kind of thing because it was the last movie that I watched,
and it's been a year since we watched Almost an Angel. Yeah, legitimately.
So you might be right that story-wise...
2 days since I watched Monster Squad.
10 hours.
Yeah, it's my go-to.
So we
did it
while he was driving,
yeah.
We did get a vote in for Monster Squad on the socials. We did get a couple for Peoples.
Nice.
But the winner, I guess, is going to be Midnight Madness.
I'm fine with it, man.
So
you know why? Because when Midnight Madness starts to get to you, it doesn't matter what you say. It doesn't matter what you do. You're going to play.
And that is probably a quote from the film.
Oh, it's from the film.
You'll hear it a whole lot if you watch the movie.
Okay. Next category.
These
next should be pretty self-explanatory, so we'll just get into them.
Yeah. So, cameo of the year. Okay. Cameo characters, involvement, the sort. Okay. Nominees are half of the supporting cast of Deadpool and Wolverine. John Bernthal in Baby Driver.
Yeah.
I hope I'm pronouncing that right.
Yep.
Slimer in Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, which I keep forgetting came out this year. And Pepsi from Madam Web. I said that Pepsi arguably has a supporting character role. It kills the villain.
It's like in the Garfield Spider-Man, Sony.
Yes, exactly. Or Bing.
But more.
But more, yes.
Because like you said, it does kill the villain.
I didn't even know that.
Well,
crushed under a giant Pepsi.
You gotta spend more time on the interwebs.
Or we talked about the Rhino Scream from Craven. Have we seen this yet?
I've seen the stuff on it. Yeah, I didn't.
We'll get on that
I
later.
Let's
focus on the awards here.
I got a whole rant about that movie.
So I get a half point.
Yep, half point bird.
How do we start with whoever has a half point with the vote?
Sure.
Yeah, might as well.
Okay.
The precedent has been set.
So we've got Deadpool and Wolverine, Madam Web, Slimer,
John Bernthal,
and John Bernthal. Okay. I really want to vote Pepsi. I'm not voting for Pepsi because of what you said. They're supporting character. I think they should be in that category. But
Pepsi's probably the real hero.
I love that. It's part of the nominees.
Every nomination Madam Web has
is awesome.
A joke.
Yeah.
No, that movie was a waste.
That movie is a joke.
At least we're getting some stuff out of it.
Okay, so my half point goes to Slimer from Ghostbusters.
Okay,
yeah, fair.
The new one, right? The Frozen Empire.
Yeah, Frozen Empire.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's me. I'm gonna go with all of the cameos in Deadpool and Wolverine. I know there's a couple people. Weirdly enough, the only negative stuff I've heard about Deadpool and Wolverine were the people that said, well, it was just cameo heavy. Yeah, that was the point of the movie. I think it was funny that they did that.
Mm-hmm.
We got to see a lot of characters that maybe the last time we see them as their character. We got to see some new ones. I really enjoyed it. John Bernthal immediately coming into Baby Driver and then getting killed is funny, so I almost picked that.
Well, he didn't get killed.
He just left.
Yeah, he just left. He did the one job.
He got killed.
Jamie Foxx gets. That's the one that caught me off guard.
Also, wasn't immediate.
Well,
They positioned him.
Movie?
I've seen it.
They positioned him so he seemed like the big bad.
Yeah.
And then he dies, and it turns out John Hamm's the big bad, which I did not see coming.
Right.
So.
Yeah, and I was waiting for John Bernthal to come back, and he was going to be the bad guy. It was a good movie.
I'm just a huge John Bernthal fan. Anytime he's in anything, he cracks me up. But I just
cracks you up.
Yeah, dude. I love the
as
guy.
Punisher.
Classic.
So funny.
Yeah, he's just killing people, and I'm like, yeah. He's the only reason I watch old Walking Dead. But I gotta go. Deadpool and Wolverine, man.
Okay.
That movie was a lot of fun.
It was. It was a lot of fun because of the cameos.
Honestly, yeah. I mean,
yeah.
He said DPW.
All right, so half for Slimer, one for Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah, I'm gonna go John Bernthal.
Okay.
I really appreciated him just appearing and then noping out as soon as he's done. Like it's just funny. Like hey, is that John Bernthal? And he's like, yeah, it's John Bernthal, and then he leaves.
Yeah.
I really think I appreciated that.
It was a good cameo.
Yeah, he's a strong character, and you get a good sense of who he is. Short amount of time he's there, then he leaves. You don't have to worry about him ever again. I think that's how a good cameo should be. That's a real cameo, not a supporting role even.
Like Pepsi.
It's not Pepsi. And I didn't watch Deadpool and Wolverine, so I know all of the cameos who are in it, and I can appreciate them.
Yeah.
But I liked John Bernthal.
Okay. All right. Well, we're all over the place on this one so far, so maybe
maybe
you're gonna finalize.
So here's the tough part.
Pepsi?
Here's the tough part. I actually haven't seen Madam Web, so I don't feel like I can, in good conscience, vote Madam Web.
Okay.
As much as I would love to see Pepsi win. I also did not watch. I've not seen either of those new Ghostbuster movies, so that one's also.
They're actually really good.
Now I did watch Deadpool and Wolverine. I did watch Baby Driver. I'm pretty sure that I encouraged you to watch Baby Driver.
You did.
Because it was a phenomenal movie. Deadpool and Wolverine. tons of really fun cameos. The hard part for me is that American audiences suck, and so they were all spoiled for me.
Yeah.
Right. And so as much as it would have been cool to like go in and like watch that without knowing and be like, oh, this is hilarious, right?
Dude, it was, let me tell you, for someone that only one thing was spoiled, it was insane. Like, even watching it with Bird and like getting to see his reaction, like, I feel bad for you. I really do.
Yeah, so and I still enjoyed them. It just, I don't know, that movie was fine. Like, I have weird mixed feelings about it. Like, I was, when I watched it, I was like, oh, this is okay, right? But as I get further away from it, I'm like, nah, I don't know how to watch it again, or that I would even have a desire to. But John Barenthal,
this is the awards segment. I don't know what this isn't a roast. I don't know why you're.
John Barenthal's cameo, legit, like, he's there, and you're like, is that Punisher? And then he, like, you get a real, like, he shows his character, and you're like, oh man, he might be trouble, and then he's gone. You're just like, what the heck, man?
Yeah, it sets a really good precedent for the rest of the movie.
Yes, yeah, because
anything can happen.
Yeah,
at this point.
yeah, legitimately, like, you get to the point where like Jamie Foxx dies, you're like, I mean, we knew anything. I have no idea what's going to happen in the rest of this movie.
Yeah.
And legitimately, like every time like something major, you're just like, this is the craziest movie, right?
It's a good movie.
Yeah, and like the music is used so well in it, and just I think that for those reasons, my vote goes to Baby Driver. So
John Bernthal.
So yeah, he wins.
He wins.
Okay.
What bands pick?
The
Baby
Bear.
Driver
So,
sweep begins.
We had a I know we had a Deadpool and Wolverine. Yeah, Deadpool
Yeah.
and Wolverine.
You
We had a
can't
couple
read
of
your
them,
own notes, bro.
and we had a Pepsi. So Deadpool and Wolverine would be next.
Yeah.
Okay, so John Bernthal wins for Baby Driver
Yes.
for best cameo. I like it.
Right.
It's a solid one.
Well, next up we
Slick my
have
finger. It's weird.
the duel of the year.
Okay.
Self-explanatory. Two characters fight each other in a duel.
With guns?
It can be guns.
With knives?
It can be knives.
With words?
We don't have any of those.
Okay, so not words.
Not enough courtroom dramas this year to do that.
Well, next
That would have
one.
been dope.
Yeah.
Sorry. I didn't mean to.
Just hit him. Man!
So we have Deadpool and Wolverine car fight.
Yeah.
We have the TMNT from 2007 animated movie, Raphael versus Leonardo.
Mm-hmm.
Dune Part 2, the climax, Paul versus Fade Ralpha.
Doom.
And Godzilla x Kong, Kong versus the Scar King in the Hollow Earth.
Yeah. These are solid choices. Solid picks. So you get the half point this time.
This is devastating for
And
me. I kind of wish I was half point on the last one.
well, you're
But
not.
we're doing it in order.
You'll be okay.
Yeah, it won't, but all right. So for me,
I can't be mad at any of these, really.
I can, but I'm gonna wait and see how the voting goes.
Okay.
So for me, I'm gonna try not to pull a bird and talk about a ton on what I'm not picking.
He's just playing devil's advocate, bro.
I know. He's afraid to upset someone. So I'm gonna go with Deadpool Wolverine car fight.
DPW.
I like their start fight, kind of when they first go into the wasteland or whatever.
Mhm.
But the car fight is the funniest.
That was the one.
Yeah, and my reasoning for that is I feel like the Fade Rafa Paul Atreides fight was real short. I get that it needed to be short, right, because of all the stuff that just already happened. So there's not even an argument that it feels anticlimactic. It is short. And I don't like that movie because of the fight.
Mm.
Where Deadpool and Wolverine, I do like that these guys finally got to just really fight it out, like ugly fight it out. And then by the end of the movie, they're best bros. And so that's why it's...
Yeah, they're like not wearing clothes together and stuff.
Yeah, they're just...
You like that scene?
I think you watched a different version of Deadpool and Wolverine, dude.
Wolverine's definitely not wearing a shirt at the end.
Well, yeah, because it first off...
You like that
No,
scene, didn't
we
you?
don't want to get into the innuendos of that car fight scene.
Oh, dude, I've
So-
heard other podcasts describe it as like they've had very different takes on it.
So-
That is not for this podcast, though.
So half point for Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah.
Half point. That's weird, man.
I know.
All right,
All right, my turn.
your turn.
All right.
Halfway this episode.
I'm going to go with the Raphael versus Leonardo fight.
Surprise,
Another
surprise.
solid one.
Yeah.
I think you're the reason it's even on there.
Yeah, probably.
It's
a really it's the best part of that entire movie. It is the best animated part. The lighting goes so crazy with all the rain and like the neon lights, to the point where you get to the actual climax and it's like, why are they all just there's just these armies standing still, and it feels anticlimactic after that duel.
Mm-hmm.
Partially also because the duel is just such a good, like, these two brothers, similar to the Deadpool and Wolverine, like, finally fighting it out.
Yeah.
And the realization that they end up coming to of like, I really regret having this fight, actually. This is only tearing us apart more. Like, it's just a really emotional scene that I, to be fair, can't get from Deadpool and Wolverine because I didn't watch it. But
can't get it from Dune because he kills him.
Yeah. But yeah, this is a problem even in the Dune book, is that's the first time those two characters meet. So the movie like sets them up thematically as similar, and then tells you like, oh, they've both got similar upbringings, but then diverge at this specific point.
They think themselves so different.
Yeah, so it's like there's thematic reason for them to fight and feel big, and it works for the most part. But the emotional core of these two brothers dueling each other is not there. So, as much of a Dune fan as I am,
what's the fourth one?
Yeah,
Kong versus Scar King.
Oh yeah,
that's a good one. But I mean, does not hold a candle to this fight to me.
I mean, weird statement. I would say it's not even the best fight of that movie.
Yeah, so we flipping over, right?
Yeah, go.
All right, so I'm gonna agree. I think the tag team at the end a lot more fun than the duel, right? So Kong x Godzilla, whatever.
Good movie.
Yeah,
no problems with giant.
But it's gonna slide over. Yeah. Dune, haven't seen it. Sorry, it's on the list eventually after I read some books.
We'll get to it.
Yeah, I'll get there.
It's not looking good for Dune in this episode.
I know.
Also,
I had a prediction before we even started recording.
I'm agreeing with TallBeing for these reasons, right? As interesting as that fight in that van was, it didn't have any real, like, there were no stakes because they both can heal. There were no, like, the motivation was just because they were annoying each other, or at least one's annoying the other. There was no, like, I really do feel like that scene was just there because story, right? Like, we need them to be unconscious so they can be taken by the other guys, right? Mm-hmm. The duel with Raphael and Leonardo is a duel on two levels, right? Because they are physically fighting and then they are talking trash to one another. And like that dialogue is so impactful and like shapes not only the rest of the movie, but it really gives you a feel for kind of the dynamic that's been lost with the Ninja Turtles, right? Because they try to tell you like the dynamic's been lost, right? You can tell there's some discord, right? But like that gives them an opportunity to air the discord.
Yeah. And
it's so much deeper than just a fight, than them just trading blows and cutting each other up, which I feel like is what Deadpool is entertaining. Deadpool and Wolverine. It was entertaining, but like I don't feel like it was as strong, didn't have as much of a core, and really didn't progress the story quite as thematically fitting as
it may have not progressed as much as the two brothers fighting, but I feel like it was emotional. It was one of the emotional parts of the movie. I mean, that's fine. I mean,
you can be wrong.
It deserves its half point.
Well, look, TMNT wins because you guys have full points.
Yeah.
And we're not counting any of the other.
You going Dune?
Dune and Kong are out for me. Which Dune was one of the favorites from the socials. Yeah. Dune and Deadpool and Wolverine.
And I feel like it's the favorite just because it's a great movie.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that's what I'm saying because how you said about Kong, I think it's the same thing. Even you mentioned it where it was a short fight. It's part of it because it has to be there.
Yeah.
But the rest of the movie is what made that scene good.
It fits like TallBeing was saying, it fits thematically, but
right. So for me, it would have come down to Deadpool and Wolverine and TMNT also. And as much as I enjoyed Deadpool and Wolverine, it was going to be TMNT.
That's right. I mean, I'm fine that it won. I just don't like the argument of like it had no emotion or what. I'm like, did we watch the same movie?
The emotion I had watching that scene was laughter and joy. So
I'm talking about the lead up to it, and again, it's fine. Like I'm okay with. I would rather the Ninja Turtle fight win than Godzilla.
But that's why I voted for Ninja Turtles though. The lead up to it was great when they're arguing and then he's like, "I'm gonna fight you now."
Yeah, like he finally like emotionally he's like, "I'm just gonna fight you."
But that's where that ended. And then it's just like we're just gonna fight. Let's just fight, blood. Fighting, and it was fun to watch it.
So the fight was a fight then.
Right. Yeah, it was just a fight.
Weird. That's weird.
Yeah, it was just a fight. But TMNT was not just a fight.
Yeah.
So. It was an actual duel.
Okay.
Duel of words.
Which is why I said on two levels.
And that's why I asked, can you use words in the duel? And you guys said that's not a thing. And it's like, okay.
I didn't say that.
It's fine.
Actually, they said
again, Ninja Turtle. I'm always fine with Ninja Turtles winning anything. I love Ninja Turtles.
Well, they did. They won.
Yeah.
So, best duel goes to TMNT, Leo and Raph from the 2007 flick.
Yes.
Which the rest of the movie was not great, which I think is a point for that duel.
Yeah.
Because it's opposite of Dune, right?
Just watch the 2-minute conversation on YouTube and you'll get and then that's it. And then you're good.
Please tell me scores next. Scores.
We're gonna have another duel after this podcast.
I don't think we will. I think it's fine.
We've got next armor upgrade of the year.
Darn it!
I love this one.
We'll get
too.
the score.
I love this one.
Okay, so yeah, this one we actually had some deliberation on because someone said a shotgun is an armor upgrade when you have no shotgun before, and I disagree.
Wouldn't that be a weapon upgrade?
It's a weapon. It's not a armor.
Everything is a weapon that they have. It's a weapon.
I disagree. Anyway,
you're trying to see better.
No, I put on my armor upgrade.
Oh gosh,
because
that's not even a weapon though.
Yeah. Listen, after your
guys, and really, look, you're protected. I can't poke you in the eye anymore.
Are you guys that Ninja Turtles won and I just voted somewhere else? Goodness gracious!
I'm just showing you.
Hey, where'd the good-looking guy go?
I just need this for night driving.
All right, so the armor upgrade.
They make you look handsome.
Okay, yeah. Armor upgrade nominees are
Kong's robotic arm, Godzilla X Kong.
Wouldn't that be a weapon?
No, it's armor.
God. I wish you was a half point on this one, dude.
Rodimus Prime from Transformers the movie.
Okay.
Murphy becoming RoboCop in the original RoboCop.
The whole movie's an armor upgrade.
And he gets a gun.
Dude, and he gets Oreos.
Robo 1 Oreos.
And Raphael's vigilante suit. I think Night Watcher is what it's called.
is his name.
In TMNT 2007.
Night Watcher.
I don't even know where you guys are going.
I actually don't know which one I'm going.
I'm going.
So, but you're half point though, right?
So I gotta start.
Kick us off.
Yeah. You said it. It's Murphy, guys.
Oh,
the movie is named after the armor upgrade.
It'll be called Armor Upgrade. The movie.
Exactly.
The movie's called Murphy Gets Armor.
Yeah.
Okay. Murphy won an armor.
You gotta put that meme on there or that reel.
Yeah. It's RoboCop. I can't argue. Like robotic arm, cool. It kind of felt like it was just there to sell toys at some point.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Same as like giving Spider-Man 3 different costumes in the same movie. Like, sure, technically there's a story reason for it, but it's because they want to sell toys.
Yeah.
It's cool. Rodimus Prime is cool. The name is interesting.
Haven't you seen the original, bro?
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the original movie. But I mean, yeah, I gotta give it RoboCop. And I can't give it to Night Watcher solely because in the Stormlight archive there's a thing called the Night Watcher, so my brain already goes to an entirely separate plant smoke creature when I think of that, so I can't take that one.
My turn. RoboCop.
Wow.
Well, RoboCop won.
Yep. RoboCop wins. Congratulations. That saves me a rant.
No, you guys have 2 points.
Yeah.
You guys have 2 points.
That's true. You can outdo us.
All right.
Both of them.
Oh, yeah, because he's a half point.
Yeah, let's see how you vote.
Okay.
Both of them say Rodimus.
Just to spite us, you should throw your vote in with whatever he says.
No, because I'm not that kind of person.
And then we're taking it to the socials.
No, just vote.
Just vote.
Okay.
You got the touch.
Who am I gonna X out first? I loved Kong's arm. I think that was a legitimate upgrade.
I think so.
And it was there also to give him an actual chance.
It's a power gauntlet, bro.
Yeah.
It's a better upgrade than Godzilla just turning pink. So.
All right, anyways.
Yeah.
So you liked the gauntlet.
I like the gauntlet a lot. I think Night Watcher is out.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like that design. I mean, I get it.
It's just like black leather.
Yeah, with a motorcycle light
metal.
on his head.
Yeah, that's what it was. Just a motorcycle suit.
It was a metal
It's pronounced motorcycle.
Motorcycle.
Yeah. So I didn't like the design,
My
but I thought it was
favorite
cool.
summer treat.
I thought it was cool that he had an upgrade. So I think it's cool that he's in it.
Yeah.
So he's out. RoboCop, Rodimus Prime. I should have brought my drawing.
You should.
I love Hot Rod. It was my favorite. I know he gets hated on.
Now, he was my favorite growing up too.
Judd Nelson, dude.
Yeah,
Everyone
Judd
likes
Nelson.
Judd Nelson.
Yeah, but he was hated. Everyone's like, "Hey, he's the reason Optimus died," or whatever. Hey, it had to happen.
Man, that's like Peter saying, like that's like people saying, like Peter Quill, like ruined.
Well, he kinda-
I totally thought you were
Kinda
going to say, that's like people saying Peter's the reason Uncle Ben died.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Well,
Also,
No, that's
also
not
you
what-
could argue that, but yeah, I don't care. When I saw the movie, I was like, I want to be that dude,
that he's cool.
and I had the little car.
You
he
got
had,
the touch.
He had the little. Oh yeah,
Stand
yeah.
by.
He had the little one that you rub, and the Transformer sign pops up. Do you ever see those?
Yeah, it's the Reveal the Seal toy line that they did. Never
Sure.
mind. Yeah.
Sure,
okay.
yeah.
So I was about to nerd out. All of a sudden, I mean, this is Sonya. I don't know what. What are you talking about, nerd?
Movies.
So yeah, I love Hot Rod. So he's definitely in my top choice here.
Okay.
Also love RoboCop. I had the little RoboCop with the little cap back.
Did I vote RoboCop?
Yeah, you
Oh,
voted
okay,
RoboCop.
that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, he was like real quick, and then we've been on very.
Yeah, I didn't feel like there was only one person before me. There was no swing, so I could change my mind. We'll see.
Well, yeah.
What's your vote?
So it's between RoboCop and
That being
Hot Rod.
said, he chooses Godzilla's Gauntlet.
Yeah,
Godzilla's Gauntlet.
that would be typical of me, but not this time.
No, Godzilla's
Whatever
Gauntlet.
Gauntlet with the.
Okay, hold on though. Hold on.
No.
Yeah, the pink one.
So are we? We're counting RoboCop and Hot Rod as armor upgrade
Because they change, yes.
because they change.
Yeah.
A human being now has all this metal on him, right? And then the one robot now is a bigger robot.
Has bigger metal on him.
Yeah.
But
And then the turtle put on a motorcycle outfit,
yeah,
and we counted that.
yeah. So I'm not really
Loose
sure.
criteria.
Yeah, I'm not really sure how we did that. But all right.
That was TallBeing.
I'm gonna go with my gut from the '80s.
They were both from the 80s.
I know.
I know.
I know. Oh,
The suspense is killing
this is a
Hayden.
toughie.
Yeah.
This is a toughie. Hot Rod.
Yeah!
Yeah.
I'm going Rodimus Prime too, brother.
No way.
Yes.
Won.
Here's the thing.
I changed my vote. I'm going to go Rodimus Prime.
So here's the thing.
I just want to be on the winning team.
Like, I loved that Transformers movie as a kid. It's another thing that Joe was like, you have to watch this.
Yeah.
Love that movie. And this was before.
I think I gave you my DVD.
Yeah, this was before all the Michael Bay stuff. I'm a huge Transformers fan. Yeah, okay. I can see that. So for me, I wasn't a huge RoboCop fan as a kid. Like, I watched the movie, but at no point was I like pretending to be RoboCop outside and everything.
Hey, dude, every time you eat Oreos.
The other two arguments, I see it, but like I'm not gonna pick it. Legitimately, it's a full upgrade for him. I feel like Hot Rod becoming Rodimus Prime, he proved himself. He saves everything. And so for me, it's just like, that's an upgrade, man.
If I could just throw in here, just real quick, since I did change my vote. With Murphy, it's kind of a downgrade, right? Because he used to be like fully autonomous human. Yeah, now he's like mostly machine. Like, he doesn't know anything. He just wants to eat Oreos
It's
all
an
the time.
armor upgrade, not a humanity upgrade.
That's true.
No, it's a
It's
downgrade, though.
Rodimus Prime gets my vote.
I mean, he had a whole name change. It wasn't just, he's not Hot Rod anymore.
And his
RoboCop.
voice changed. He was like, "Hey
No,
guys."
because what does RoboCop say at the end? What do we call you?
Depends
Murphy.
on which movie. But,
The good one.
Robo don't know.
Robo.
All right, well, Hot Rod.
Hot Rod
Rodimus
won.
Prime,
He
baby.
wins. He
Yeah.
takes home the award.
Yeah.
Another surprise.
Yeah.
We did get votes all over the place on this one too. So
Yeah, did anyone else vote Rodimus Prime?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. We got
Wow.
Really?
everybody except for Night Watcher got
Wow.
voted.
Nice.
Wow.
They just kept breaking up the duel.
Yeah.
The suit wasn't as good as the fight and conversation they had.
Wow.
Well, next up,
Okay.
team up of the year.
All right, it's me again, huh?
Characters aligning.
Another
Team up.
fun
All right,
one.
let's hear them.
Nominees are Wolverine and Nightcrawler, X-Men 97.
Loved it.
Lost Marvel characters. So again, like half the cast of Deadpool and Wolverine.
Saw it.
But specifically
Blade, Elektra,
the scene in
The Wastelanders.
The Wasteland. Yeah.
Kong and him using Baby Kong, or Donkey and Diddy as I like to call it.
Awesome.
Uh,
That was pretty good.
and the Greasers and the Outsiders
Oh man.
teaming up for
So I have
their-
seen the movie, but I didn't watch it recently, so it's already out for me.
Fair.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Let's
our
go.
nominees.
For my half point,
Yeah, which of these isn't worth a full point but is worth a half point?
it's a good question. What was the first one again?
Wolverine and Nightcrawler.
Wolverine. You know what? I'm probably gonna go Wolverine and Nightcrawler because that was pretty dope. Especially because we were mourning the loss of Gambit, and then Nightcrawler comes in. He's like, "Look, I'm good too." Right?
Don't worry,
Yeah,
that's
I got
awesome.
swords.
I can teleport us. It's like, yeah, but you don't have an accent.
Got all these swords.
They don't care about that one.
Yeah,
Nightcrawler's-
No, Nightcrawler's his dialogue also was fire. Like anytime he opened his mouth, I was like, wow.
Yeah, he's got the wisdom of God, man.
Yeah.
The Wolverine stuff, like I said, it got spoiled, and like I already heard all the good lines, like in like people's
Ooh,
real
I'm about
stuff.
to make a name for myself.
Yeah, and it was fine. Like it was good.
That's the accent you're talking about?
Huh?
That's the accent you were talking
Hey,
about?
I'm missing.
If I can be honest, I actually liked Cassandra Nova way better than like almost anybody else in the movie.
Mm.
Like I just want to like tickle someone's brain, you know. And then what was the third one?
That's Kong, Baby
Kong.
Kong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if you necessarily call that a team up.
Duty armor upgrade. He used him as a.
Yeah,
It could go either way.
yeah. I mean, like I don't know if someone used
Listen,
me
we
as
were
a
just trying
club.
to get this movie in category.
If someone used me as a club, I don't know if I'd be like, we did good, right? Like,
Go team.
yeah. So I think I'm gonna give it to the X-Men '97 for this one.
All right, Bird.
Well, I think it actually did work. I think Baby Kong was like, "Hey, we did good," because at the end they're all on the cliff top, and he's like, "Wee!" You remember that? Kong,
Come on, do the sound again. Hold on.
you do Kong, I'll do Baby Kong.
Yeah.
Ready?
That was uncanny. Man. I felt like I was watching the movie.
Watch
Everyone, close your eyes. I mean, it's like we're there.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah.
What a team up.
I
feel like
think
I'm
it
in
was.
in the
That's
center
team
of
up
the earth
of
right
the
now.
year.
I
right
think
there.
it was a prelude to the actual team up. So I guess it can't count because it wasn't a team up yet.
Hey, we threw it in.
But it was awesome.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
Liz, I don't want to discount it. But again, if I was used as a club, I don't know if I'd be like, good teamwork.
Yeah.
All right, so we've got X-Men, we've got the cameos, and we've got
Greasers.
the Greasers, which I love.
They do love that.
Love that movie. I love when they all teamed up at the end.
Yeah.
That was like, it's just panning through all the Greasers before it starts raining. Man,
Good movie.
X-Men. I rewatched the X-Men because this was. I was like, I got. This is a tough one again. So I rewatched the X-Men team up scene. Awesome scene. Not that much team up. They're fighting in the same area, but they're not really like teaming up to fight together. They're just protecting each other. It's a loose team
No,
up.
I see what you're saying. It's the difference in like the last Spider-Man movie, how they're like whipping each other around
Correct.
and whatever, not using them as clubs, but like they're inner,
Actually helping each other.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Avengers, right? When blasting to the shield, and throwing each other up in the,
Yeah.
wasn't that. Except for the teleport part, which was, again, awesome. there was not a whole lot of both of them working together.
Well, that's his whole thing. Like, what can Wolverine give Nightcrawler? Like, take my claws. Like, that's what I'm saying. I think they teamed up enough.
I mean, good enough to be in this, and good. The vote is solid. It's a solid vote.
Okay. Just say Greasers. I know you want to say it.
It's Greasers.
Yeah. Like, your face and everything, you're like, well, hold on, I don't want to hurt people's feelings. Dude, people love The Outsiders, man. You probably just made a ton of people happy.
I'm people. Yeah. So, Greasers for me.
Yeah. I'm going to go X-Men 97, Wolverine, Nightcrawler, team up. I can't go the Wastelanders, kind of similar argument that you were making, only they don't team up at all. They're just in the same area. Like, at least there's porting happening and stuff, and they're kind of like the only two guys in that situation that are like can fight at the time with what's going on. I like Godzilla Kong, but like, that is a rough team up to pick. And it's been so long since I've watched The Outsiders. So I'm gonna go X-Men 97.
I don't need to rewatch Outsiders. That stays right here.
It's in there.
And right here.
Hey, that's good, man. Hey, that's good.
I didn't want to be the tiebreaker here because these are the two I was debating between.
See, it's the two most solid choices.
Yeah. If it helps, I'm not gonna be mad.
Yeah, I think.
I feel like you guys are always worried about me. I'm not gonna be mad.
I'm not worried.
Okay,
about
now
you.
I've got it.
I'm worried about him. Is he his cholesterol?
Yeah. I'm gonna go with the Greasers also.
Ooh, you're not gonna be mad.
It's Grease Lightning, man.
Calm down.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't even
I see you starting to get flushed.
anything right now, man. Come on.
A little vein in his head.
Hey, just relax, bro.
Yeah. I love The Outsiders. And I think how you were kind of talking about, like, the Wolverine and Nightcrawler fight, they're not teaming up necessarily the entire time. But also, most of that scene is like Wolverine is in trouble, and then Nightcrawler comes and saves them, and then they escape. The Greasers one is how I feel about like the TMNT fight, where it is an emotional, like all of these people coming together for a specific reason.
Well, see, that's why I like
to
the
rally
Warriors.
around this cause. And
Right.
like, these tensions are finally building up to a full-on gang fight between them.
The Greasers, they don't have a lot of team up fighting in it either.
No.
But they do team up as far as like there was sections of Greasers that come together, so that's why
they're on the same level as Wolverine.
We got your
and
back,
Nightcrawler
Pony Boy.
fighting together. Like, I honestly, either of these picks, I'm fine with winning. So I'm
and then
cool.
Dallas comes in. They ain't not a rumble without me. And then the rain starts, and I mean,
good.
I'm cool with that fight winning.
Good.
Yeah.
What did the people say?
X-Men, mostly X-Men.
Boo.
Yeah. But there was a
Here I am like, no, they're both good. He's like, no, clearly, Hayden. A movie that was 40 years old.
TallBeing thinks our listeners are idiots in this vote.
He does say that a lot off camera.
Yeah. Off camera, he does.
Those cowards.
All right, so
cowards.
What category does a half point bird get?
He gets Monster of the Year.
He loves monsters, man.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I'm glad it's you, though, not me.
Our monster nominees are Godzilla from Godzilla -1, Imhotep from The Mummy 1999, Superfly from Mutant Mayhem.
Oh yeah, that was a funny one.
And Shimu from Godzilla X Kong, the big ice Godzilla.
Right. Okay, so half point for me. Do I want to do like a throwaway kind of vote? Just go ahead and vote who I would vote for anyway.
It's a weird question, man.
This is best monster, right?
Yes.
It was Godzilla -1. Godzilla -1. That's my vote. Easy.
He's not even gonna try to defend it.
Yeah. Well,
we just know.
There's nothing to defend. I'm going Godzilla -1 as well. That guy.
Hey, there's nothing to say. Everybody knows.
Yeah, it's. Well, it's just weird watching Godzilla X Kong, and it's totally different character.
Yeah,
it really is. Like the Godzilla in -1.
He really needs to get a award for his acting abilities. I mean, he just switched from good guy to bad guy.
He's all over his range.
His awesome.
His range.
Yeah.
But yeah, mine's Godzilla from Godzilla -1 as well. So that's already a point and a half.
Yeah. I was debating between Godzilla and Imhotep,
Not
Mhm.
Superfly?
Not
Imhotep.
He's got horse legs.
Yeah. Imhotep is just really effective. Like he's constantly chasing you down. You know exactly what he wants,
He's
and he
got
just
followers.
gets it anyway.
He does that
he
mouth
gets a
thing.
cult. Yeah, his mouth thing looks so cool. Him
hurt my
just
jaw.
eating the bug as it like, crawls through his own skull.
Well, see, that's why he might be one of my picks for a later category.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I see what you're saying. I agree with everything
Yeah,
you're saying.
I think I see what point you're making.
Yeah,
here.
I agree with everything you're saying.
But as a pure just monster, I gotta give it to Godzilla. Like
No.
he's just this destructive force of nature.
Sweep. Let's move on. What's half
Godzilla
point Hayden
minus
get?
one sweep. The sweep begins.
Oh, real quick though, I do love Superfly. He's like hilarious. My wife didn't even intend to watch that movie, but he was so funny. She was like, "I'm whatever this is. Let's keep watching it." And I was like,
And we're talking about his kaiju form, right? When
Right,
he becomes
right.
like a big
Absolutely.
monster.
yeah.
Yeah.
Which we got a
It's got
bunch
like a
of
whale in there.
Superfly boats.
Dude, Superfly. I mean,
I like how he didn't even consider Shimu.
Yeah.
yeah. Here's my thing.
Nah.
She was being mind controlled and stuff, so it's hard for me to like view her as a monster. Right?
She's misunderstood.
She's misunderstood. It's like Bigfoot.
that beautiful
That
dragon thing.
beautiful Shimu.
Yeah.
That big white smile.
She does it. Like, when she's like not mind control. It's like I was killing you guys. All
I destroyed
right.
Rio.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's hear what half point Hayden gets.
Yeah.
All right.
Can we skip?
Victim of the year.
Oh, and I'll be happy with this.
All right.
Victim.
So this is might explain this a little. Someone who got a fate that they might not have deserved necessarily in the context of the movie.
They definitely didn't see coming.
Yeah.
We had a good time coming up with this category.
Yeah.
So we've got the toxic waste guy from RoboCop in
Yep.
1987.
Emil.
Dude, terrified me as a kid.
Oh
Yeah.
man,
Um,
that also sticks here.
yeah.
That's
Us
pretty messed
for
up.
having to go watch Madam Web.
Yeah,
Mm.
all of you out there that went and watched it, we're sorry.
Yeah,
Nice
not
Pool,
deserve that.
Deadpool and Wolverine,
That was so funny.
that's a solid victim.
He's such a nice guy.
and Caesar's Family from War of the Planet of the
Yeah,
Apes.
R.I.P.
See, we went from like funny to that was actually
It was all
really
over the place.
sad.
Yeah.
That was sad. Real
Yeah.
tonal
I'm really
dissonance here in
interested
this
to see
episode.
what the viewers voted. So for me, I gotta go. I'm gonna go serious with this pick. I'm going Caesar's Family. Dude, that's so rough. For that to happen, you know, like right when you thought they figured things out, and like he had a place for his people and everything, you know, and it definitely changes him like through most of the like movie.
Yeah,
you know, like we've talked about it on the Planet of the Apes episode where he's starting to see Koba because he's starting to act like Koba, and so when you want to talk about victims, man, it's not just the family that was killed, like but Caesar himself, you know, having to deal with that. And so, like, for me, that's my pick, man.
that's a good pick.
Yeah.
My favorite part of
only
that
half point.
movie is when he holds his dying son, Little Caesar, and his final words are "pizza, pizza."
Oh man.
Oh man.
All right, so that's my half point. So, TallBeing.
I'm voting the same.
Okay,
That's the
okay.
most
Oh.
heartbreaking.
Yeah,
I mean, like us for watching Madam Web, haha, funny.
yeah.
We got one of our best podcast episodes out of that.
Yeah,
So in the end, who really won?
Yeah.
Us.
we won.
Oh, you're talking about the Madam Web episode?
Yeah.
that was really fun.
Toxic Waste Guy kind of had it coming. Maybe not that bad, but like,
That's
yeah.
Nah, he was pretty bad. Man.
He was
Yeah.
a bad dude. Now that I think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Caesar Family too.
Sweet.
Yeah.
for Caesar's family. Sweet.
Look,
Cheering for 8.
It was sad, man.
Yeah.
Like I actually recently got to watch the most recent one, which was phenomenal.
Yeah,
Like I said it before, like those movies are so good.
it's
And the story-
aggravating that they're slept on, man.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm glad they're still making them, and I hope
Yeah.
they continue to make them,
Yeah.
and I hope that the quality remains.
But the fact that they're not
The
used
fact-
in
yeah.
people's arguments and like for examples of like we need to start doing this, like it makes me
Everything
so
you're
mad.
saying, I completely agree with, and I want them to win something. So
Should've
that
worn my
gets my vote.
T-shirt. All right, Bird.
that'd be sad. Well, Caesar's family wins because it doesn't matter what I say.
But I want to know what you said.
I'm just saying they move on or they won already.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm just saying in our D&D sessions, I wrote in a whole plot hook based on those movies.
Yeah.
Nice.
What were the other two?
Us and Nice Pool.
No, Nice Pool and
Toxic Waste Guy.
oh yeah, Toxic Waste.
Emil.
Okay. So yeah, we'll count him out because he was a bad dude. I mean,
He had it coming.
I don't know that it was that bad, but yes, he needed to be disposed of.
He needed to be melted and deformed.
Brutal.
Yeah.
But I mean, great scene, right? Because I still remember it.
Freaks me
It's
out,
one of the
dude.
most
I was
like
way too young
standout scenes.
I was way too young to watch RoboCop when I watched it.
Yeah. If we're gonna vote serious, then yes, Caesar's family.
Yeah.
So that's fine.
I don't feel like cheering for this one.
Yeah, let's moment of silence for Caesar's family. What the viewers pick?
So we did have Caesar's family, but we had a bunch of us for Madam Web.
Yeah.
Moving on. Worst ending of the year.
Okay.
Nominees are
There you go.
District 9, 2009.
From outer space.
Aladdin, 2019.
Ooh.
The Mummy, 2017. And Venom: The Last Dance, 2024.
Horrible.
Bad
Horrible.
ending.
All of these
Why are we even doing this category? Let's move on.
Answer is all of them.
All of them.
The
were
answer
bad.
is this year.
You gotta
because
make
we were
it
all
funny,
sick.
Joe.
Yeah.
Worst ending
You gotta
of the
do
year.
it for the laughs.
So, what is your
The lads.
half-point vote?
Yeah.
My half-point vote is gonna go to The Mummy.
The worst of the
I
worst.
think about how bad The Mummy ended.
2017, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's be clear.
Yeah.
It's the Tom
Yes.
Cruise version.
Yes. Last Dance is bad to the point that I like laugh about it. Like I laughed in the theater when the ending started. It's so funny. The Mummy makes me angry. Like the fact that they say the line, "It's so great that you brought me back and all, but what are we gonna do now?" It's such a
Yeah, but you
bad
can't hate.
ending.
You can't hate Jake Johnson.
I hate that Jake Johnson.
No, I love Jake Johnson.
I mean, I like him in general, but that was not.
He wasn't
it.
great. In
That was not it.
I don't care. I like that guy.
Yeah, my vote probably goes to the one that had the actor that annoyed me the most, Jake Johnson. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, yeah, it is going to go to The Mummy, just because it is everything that TallBeing's saying. Like
Somehow, it's still the worst part of the movie.
I didn't watch The Last Dance, but like I remember like loathing that movie so much the first time I watched it.
Yeah.
And I think I watched it in the theaters. I was like so mad at myself.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, because I spent like you spend like $20 going to a movie theater. And I know that was ages ago, but man, I've never. That's the reason I don't go to movies very often
You
anymore.
never
The Mummy.
financially
Yeah.
recovered.
Tom Cruise. Man.
Yeah, I'm still trying to recover from that one financially and emotionally. So,
All right, so we have Venom, we have The Mummy, we have
District
Aladdin,
9,
and District 9.
Aladdin.
District 9, not the worst ending, for sure.
I almost
I
voted for
brought
Aladdin.
it down, but
That's a true story.
You almost voted for it?
Aladdin.
Oh.
yeah.
No, District 9 was fun. It was
Aladdin.
whatever.
The thing is with Aladdin, the ending isn't the worst part. The entire thing is just pretty equally.
So
bad.
that's why it was hard to choose, because The Mummy and Aladdin and even Venom, I think, are all bad movies
Yeah.
throughout the whole movie. So to be like, which one's the worst ending of those movies? It's like,
Yeah.
I don't know. They're all pretty
Why are we
bad.
even doing this category?
This is funny.
Stop winking at me when you say messed up stuff. Be on board with things, man.
There is gonna be a special shout out to Ghostbusters: Frozen Empire, because that was also a bad ending.
Yeah.
I don't remember that ending at all, but all right.
Never seen it. That's actually why I couldn't vote for Venom, because I don't know how bad it was. Because
So who's your pick?
So
I don't plan on it.
I think that I'm gonna go with Venom.
Oh,
As the worst ending.
No, not a Maroon 5 fan?
Yeah. Oh gosh, and that's why. That was the why.
Wait, Maroon 5's in it?
The song that is played.
That'd be hilarious if
It's
the
the
actual
memories.
musicians like.
It's the memory songs. Memories bring back memories.
And, like,
bring
That's
back
what
you.
they end the movie with?
Do you haven't seen it?
Screw you guys, Sony. I hate you guys so much.
Listen. It's so good. Like, abnormally loud volume, too. The music just starts out of
You know, hey,
nowhere.
you know why? You know why? Because that song is owned by Sony Music Group.
There's no way. Is that true?
It probably is true.
Is that true?
That's so
We're gonna
stupid.
have the fact.
That almost makes me change my answer. And I haven't even watched Venom: The Last Dance. Then that's
Okay, I've got good news for you.
Okay.
Sony does not own Interscope Records,
Okay.
who who released that Maroon 5 song.
All right.
Okay.
So
I
it was
still hate them
so it
for
was
doing
just pure
that.
mixing
Yeah.
blunder.
You cowards.
So Venom is my choice.
All right. What are you thinking?
Mine doesn't even matter. Because
Yeah, it does.
Yeah,
So-
because we've got one
Unless
and
you-
1.5.
Unless
So-
you don't vote Venom.
Right.
So, well, here's my whole reasoning. I'm sorry, I'm trying to calm down from that Venom news. Hold on.
The Mummy, Aladdin.
No, I know.
District 9. Venom.
So, here's the thing, and you kind of already said it, but the Aladdin and the Mummy movie were just so bad. It's hard for me to pick them for bad ending.
How bad were they?
They were just so bad. And so that's why I'm gonna pick District 9 because I don't like the ending. I love that movie. I don't like the ending.
Okay.
The ending, it feels so dumb. It feels like the start of the second movie that they slapped on and they didn't need to do it.
So you're saying that the other ones you didn't like
They're
also,
so bad.
so it doesn't matter. But you like
Like,
District 9. It
The
just
reason
killed it
I
at the
hate
end.
those movies isn't because of the ending. It's
Okay.
because you guys don't know what you're doing out there when you write this stuff, and then you send it out like we're gonna make billions of money off the dumbest stuff possible.
So you hate that they set up a second movie that never came out?
I do. I hate that. Yeah,
It's
really.
all man. That's almost as bad as setting up a whole universe that never comes out.
Okay. So
But the whole thing is bad, though.
so
All right, whatever.
that was a really good reason, and I almost chose The Mummy because of that. And actually, Adam Dodd, who did a lot of the voting in our socials, he said this about the Mummy. He voted Mummy as worst ending
Brilliant, man.
because it killed the whole franchise, the whole universe.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's a pretty
Well,
good.
I mean, it wins, so
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
all good. But I just, and I would have loved to have seen that universe.
Yeah,
But-
the Universal.
Yeah, like
Okay.
the
Monsters?
Dark Universe.
Yeah, for sure.
But everything
You
about
did.
that
It was called
movie-
Monster Squad.
That movie was great.
Yeah, we got it already, guys.
Yeah. Just make more Monster Squad.
So next category. Next,
Half point.
yeah.
Okay.
Quote of the year.
Uh-oh.
I've got to break out the voice acting skills.
Okay.
All right, so our first is from Captain Akitsu. I hope I definitely didn't pronounce that right. But the captain character from Godzilla -1 on the ship.
He turned around.
Yeah, exactly. His quote, "To have never gone to war is something to be proud of." Speaking to the kid that they're with and hanging out with, who is trying to go with them on their suicide mission.
Yeah.
Right.
Next up, we have Murphy in RoboCop 1987.
Robo want Oreo.
Unfortunately,
Not officially part of the movie.
No, not part of the official canon. He says, "I can feel them, but I can't remember them." Referring to his family as he goes into his old home
Same.
and starts going through.
Just kidding.
Next, Magneto, X-Men 97.
Pretty sure it's
His
pronounced
reply,
Magneto.
Magneto. Most other nations don't allow a terrorist to be their leader, and yet so many allow their leaders to be terrorists.
Shut them.
That is straight gangster.
Shut them up, man.
That was a pause of the episode, go, yo, and then restart the episode. And finally, Caesar, Rise of the Planet of the Apes. No.
Solid.
What more does he have to say?
Nothing.
Absolutely.
My favorite is the meme where he like leans in. He's like, "Como estás?" I can't say the next one.
Yeah.
I thought it was the one with like, can I borrow $5 to tomorrow or whatever. Like, that's the one I always
The
saw.
"Como estás" one just
Como estás?
so funny to me.
Contact you about your car's extended warranty.
All right, half point. You know what? As deep and like soul crushing as the -1 is, that Magneto one is fire. So that X-Men 97 for me.
Now,
Half point.
This is a hard one.
The quote one didn't actually go out to the public. This is an exclusive true podcast.
Yeah.
And I also vote Magneto because he had so many good lines in that show.
Yeah, I had to.
I don't even know.
Down which
I don't even know if
Magneto
this was
line
the
I
best
chose.
line
It
in the show.
was the best. It was the line with the most weight to it with the scenes
Single
and
line.
everything. Yeah.
Single line because he had a lot of monologues.
Yeah.
That like
And
the
he's
whole
like-
monologue.
And he's talking to the UN. Like,
Mhm.
That's my favorite scene
no,
in the show.
it was the best line for me
The Caesar was a close second
because it was
Yeah.
one word.
but the context around it.
Yeah, that scene was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that was
That's
a close
how you
second.
elevate a quote from a previous
Use
Yes.
a monkey. Yeah, use a monkey.
It's actually an ape, but
It
we're
doesn't
not
have a
gonna get
tail.
into-
It's not a monkey.
right. So your vote.
Well, my quote didn't even make it into the final four. So
I don't quote.
What was yours?
it doesn't matter. I'm
Obviously.
gonna go with the Magneto quote
What's the Magneto one?
because it is good, and honestly, I might have even picked it anyways. I totally like spaced on this quote when we were making this list.
Did I vote for any of these?
I don't know.
I don't think I did.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah. There's some good ones in
Yeah.
there.
So I'm going Magneto too. So I think it's a sweep.
Magneto wins. This
Yeah, Magneto won.
did you vote?
I didn't. It doesn't matter.
Magneto won, but who were you gonna vote? Magneto?
I was gonna vote Godzilla.
Oh, okay. That was also
Ah!
No,
We're coming out of the bathtub.
Yeah, see, I am gonna vote the Godzilla
You know
one
what I
just
would-
because that is.
it was
that
a good
mine.
it was a
Keep it
good
in the
quote.
nards.
Yeah, that one hit
Yeah.
me personally.
Yeah, my actual quote didn't make it
Still
in,
like
but
17.
But I'm perfectly fine with Magneto winning. That is a fire line, yeah.
solid choice.
Presidents sometimes are terrorists.
So, leaders, dude.
Oh,
Leaders.
leaders.
He didn't have to specify, but
Hey.
Okay, all right, let's go
Okay.
next category.
Okay.
We've only got a few left.
yeah, let's round it up.
Half point bird.
Yeah.
With me? Okay.
Half
all right.
point for supporting character of the year.
Okay.
All right, so we have nominees: Sophia Falcone from The
Mhm.
Penguin, 2024.
Yeah.
Stilgar, Dune Part 2. Genie from Aladdin, 1992. Robin Williams. I
Right.
said John Williams. Very different. And Rocket from the Planet of the Apes trilogy.
Yeah. Good choices again. Hard to pick from these choices.
Mhm.
I loved Rocket. I loved Genie.
I love Sophia Falcone.
Sophia Falcone was awesome.
The best character in the show.
Stilgar's probably my least favorite, even though
How dare you?
he was great watching the movie. But
Listen,
but
Algaid!
when I think of Rocket, nah, dude, I like Rocket better than Javier Bardem.
Wild statement.
And I'm gonna go with Sophia. Maybe recency bias again because it's the last show that we watched.
Yeah, it's been like a month. It's fine.
But she was standout of even more than what's his name?
Colin Farrell.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
So
That guy.
exactly, that's why I'm going with
The
Sophia.
Penguin.
Yeah, just the penguin.
The
It's fine.
main character.
I remember her name. It's Sophia Falcone, and it's Christine Milioti. So
Yeah.
who's the penguin? You know.
Yeah.
So that's my vote. Half
I
point.
mean, she does steal the show. I'll give
Yeah.
it to you. So this is me. I'm gonna go Stilgar, man.
Okay.
That dude. We all need a Stilgar in our life.
Mm.
That
Or a
if we
rocket.
If we do any, well, we talked about that on the 8th video.
I know.
But Stilgar, just everything Paul did, he was just like, "Hey, man, like you can do this. You got
Yeah,
this.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
with you, no matter what. Kill me if you have to." Like,
Yeah.
and so I'm going Stilgar. I love Rocket. I mean, everyone needs a Rocket in their group too, but they're two different characters to me.
Yeah.
And so if we're talking support, I'm going Stilgar.
Okay.
So
I mean, it's two different supports because
yeah,
Stilgar's,
all of these are good.
Stilgar's
All
got
of these
he's
are
got
good.
the moral support like on lock.
This is one of those categories where I don't think there's a weak one in the bunch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm happy with all
Because
of
we've
Yeah.
had a couple where it's like clearly that was a joke. Clearly that was someone really argued for that one. Like this one was good.
All right, your vote.
All right. I am struggling between Stilgar and Sophia.
Mm-hmm.
I really like Sophia. She's the best character in the show.
Cheers.
Easily.
Mm-hmm.
Like Penguin's great, but I feel like you just get a much more well-rounded story with her.
Uh-huh.
And just character-wise, I felt like you see a lot of different aspects of her. You see her really start to regret kidnapping his mom. It's like, oh, this is a lady. And then it turns out, no, she hates the mom also. That is such a fun, like, 180. Like, you know what? You're terrible, woman. You can go have a stroke. It's fine. Stilgar, I am extremely biased towards because he is my favorite character in the books. So I do know a little bit more about him.
We're talking
I know.
movies.
So I'm trying to, like,
very important.
narrow my senses in on just this movie. Oh, and that is a hard choice to make.
We're going to skip you for a minute?
Yeah, skip me for a minute.
Okay.
I know Joe's not going to vote either of these because he has not seen either one.
He knows me.
Okay.
Genie.
Yeah, I'm not
Genie is
surprised.
a solid choice. I was debating Genie.
Like I said, man, all 4 of these are good.
Mm-hmm.
So I just vote Rocket and then...
You could do that.
And then we can go to the fans.
Rocket
And we go to the
Rocket is
fans, and there's a
actually
clear winner.
No, Rocket is my least favorite.
Oh,
Like, I personally don't understand the Rocket hype.
What?
I just don't get it.
You know what rockets do? They're like hype.
Yeah.
Like, he's cool,
Dude,
but like...
he's his ride or die, man.
Yeah, sure.
They fist fought
Sure.
once, and then, like, he's his ride or die.
I'm what's the not orangutan? Is it orangutan?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like him.
Mm-hmm.
I can't.
Oh, the guy that
remember.
never goes out and helps him till, like, the last movie?
Yeah, he's cool. He's
No,
like
I'm talking about Rocket, man. That guy's
combination-
flinging poop at people, man. He went to prison for him, man. I might change my answer. Hold up.
I understand it, but I
Give some
personally
respect to Rocket, man.
Rocket never connected with me. You know? I have to choose now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
You went
go...
Genie. Yeah.
He went Genie.
And so someone's gonna win because you're not going
I was
Rocket.
gonna pick Genie. Also.
Yeah, you're only a half point.
I'm not a half point.
Oh wait,
you're
who's a half
point.
I'm a
Yeah, so we know who's not winning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I picked Christina.
Oh yeah, we're just both arguing for Rocket.
Yeah.
Neither of us picked him.
Now who's devil's advocate?
Hey. I like all these characters.
Yeah. I'm gonna vote Genie.
Genie?
I'm gonna vote Genie.
Wow.
I think
Genie wins. Genie.
So
Stilgar,
Will Smith.
and
Will Smith.
Stilgar and Sophia Falcone, things from this past year, and Genie he's fought against the ages. He beat another adaptation of his own character and is still more popular.
Wow.
Yeah. Even the sequels.
Joe, do you need to go? Like, are you ready to leave?
I'm just impressed that he won. I was like, this is gonna be my throwaway. Like,
Oh, okay.
You just never know.
I
what's
haven't
gonna
seen
happen.
half the people in this, so I
Yeah,
can't
no,
vote
you're
for
good,
him.
You're good.
In good conscience.
Well, Genie was overwhelmingly the favorite in the socials.
We'll see come Messiah if I'm Team Stilgar, but we'll get there when we get there.
All right.
Friend
Well,
of the squad.
congrats to
We
the
won't
late
get
Robin Williams for winning this award.
All right. Well, Hayden gets half point for this one.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Perfect category for
Which
him to
one
get.
is it?
Antagonist of the year.
Nice.
Why?
All right.
So, Antagonist.
Antagonists.
I hate him.
Nominees are Godzilla, Godzilla -1,
Mhm.
Koba, Planet of the Apes trilogy, Imhotep, The Mummy, and Buddy or John Hamm in Baby Driver.
Ooh.
Yeah. another solid
Half
4,
point,
right?
sir.
This is,
Yeah. Well, there's one of them. That's a whole nother argument.
this is
Whatever.
Antagonist,
Yeah,
right?
Antagonist.
Antagonist.
So,
Joe, get it right.
Uh,
Antagonist.
So I'm gonna go with just to me, it's just the fight on sight guy. When you want to talk about classic antagonists, like he's just like, I don't want to hear you guys out, and I'm gonna go Godzilla.
Okay.
Because that guy's straight up. I mean,
He's an antagonist to Japan.
Yeah, I mean, he's straight up. He's like, I don't even want to hear y'all's side of the story. I'm just gonna wipe
I'm
you guys
gonna
out.
blow you up.
You know, like all the other antagonists, I get it. They have agendas, whatever. This guy, I mean, the people were at their lowest, and he was just like, nah, screw them. So I'm gonna go Godzilla, and I'm half point, so I feel like I'm not gonna mess anything up.
That was worth only a half point. You're right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dang, man.
Oh, it's fine. I understand. I get the
Dude, he
idea.
gets real surly, ladies.
I know it's getting harsh now that it's getting later in the categories.
I really like Godzilla -1. So
I agree.
Imhotep was a close second for me.
Yeah. I think Imhotep works better as an antagonist than a monster.
Yeah.
Because you get to see... They did a really interesting thing by having him speak ancient Egyptian, to where you get to humanize him, but without him speaking English, there's still this like mysterious unknown factor to him that you kind of need for a really good monster. So they made their cake and ate it too.
And plus, it's real creepy when he goes, "A knocks on the moon."
Exactly. That said, I don't think I'm gonna vote Imhotep. Don't think I'm gonna vote Godzilla because he does go just a little bit more like full monster than like personal antagonist.
The real antagonist was the guy's memories.
Exactly. He was his own antagonist.
I know he's gonna go.
Yeah. I really want to go, buddy.
Yeah.
I really want to go, buddy. But just based purely on like the unfairness of a trilogy, I'm gonna have to go Koba.
Really?
I didn't like him at first, like as an antagonist. I thought in Rise he was just a little bit underused, but then it made sense. Like, oh, this is his origin as much as it is Caesar's. So I was like, okay. And then he died in the second one. I never remember if that's. Oh no, it's Dawn.
And then in War, he's just like
War. He's a ghost. Yeah. But the more I think about it, the more interesting an idea that is for an antagonist to me. Just because he's antagonizing... The whole point of the antagonist, like we've talked about, is they've got to directly interfere with the protagonist. They got to go against them in some major way. Yeah. And I think Koba does that perfectly by continuing, like, his ideology haunts Caesar even after he dies. Just to a point that, like, he's seeing him in visions of, like, I'm becoming Koba now. And that's really haunting. And I think it makes for a really good, memorable antagonist that works better the longer I think about it.
Yeah, I'm going to 100% agree and just throw my vote behind Koba. I also really love Buddy. I
am shocked. I would have picked both of you guys going Buddy.
Yeah,
you guys' picks are really catching me off
when
guard.
he was reading the list, I was like, oh yeah, Buddy. But like the hard part is everything that he said. Like Koba also left a legacy, right?
Okay.
That you can see in Caesar, and kind of affects even like the most recent movie, right? Like I know that they know who Caesar is, but like at the heart of the apes, like
there's still some Koba.
There's still some Koba, yeah.
Well, I have no idea what you're gonna pick because apparently I don't know what anyone's gonna pick.
So you think you know what's?
Koba won.
Yeah, Koba wins. Yeah, which is crazy.
I really thought both you guys were gonna go Buddy.
I thought so too.
Buddy.
Initially, I was gonna go Godzilla. Like, oh yeah, Godzilla, obviously.
Yeah.
But then, like you said, he's more of a monster than an antagonist.
Yeah.
And I was gonna vote John Hamm, Buddy. Because he came out of nowhere, and he
works really well. He refuses to die.
He was literally like every time Baby was in the clear, boom, he shows up, and it's like you're antagonizing me, dude.
He's so good.
Like you are not letting me do what I'm supposed to be doing. So, yeah, that's my vote,
go.
Buddy.
Buddy?
Yeah,
Buddy's so good.
But Koba wins.
I think that's fair. He deserves at least a vote in this category. So.
Well, he got one.
Yeah, there we go.
Based on the arguments and rules that I made for antagonists, I feel like I had to make the vote I made. So.
Yeah, exactly. There we go.
You're good, Joe. You've done nothing wrong.
Yeah.
Well,
let the record show I support Joe in his pick. So there's no reason to yell at me.
Okay. Well, that was a surprising one.
Simple.
Koba wins for antagonist of the year.
All right. So I got half point. Protagonist of the year.
The nominees.
Nominees. Baby Driver.
Baby.
B-A-B-Y Baby. Koichi, Godzilla -1, our main character. Yeah. Paul Atreides, Dune Part 2.
Yeah, no, he's not getting my vote.
And Caesar of the Planet of the Apes trilogy.
Man. Wow.
You have to go first.
I know.
Yeah, I'm so glad you have to go first. Because that means I go last.
Yeah.
Como estás?
Paul Atreides.
Paul Atreides?
Atreides.
Okay, so I'm not voting that because I was shocked that you voted that.
Yeah,
I thought Paul Atreides was a bad guy.
Yeah. I know no one else is probably going to vote Paul. So I need to vote
You'd be
Paul.
surprised.
Hey,
As-
I'm not.
Yeah, I know.
Joe is the only person for sure.
as-
I
The
think I'm the
podcast-
only person on the planet who's not seen Dune.
Yeah, maybe.
Look, Paul.
Dune?
I don't know if I should say it now, but I will.
Hmm.
He's overwhelmingly the favorite in the socials, also.
yeah,
that's why
I'm
I'm
not
s-
surprised.
That's why I'm saying, like,
Oh, you all are about to get sorely mad at me.
All right, let's go. Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh,
I just want to say
go.
real quick. Second pick is Koichi.
Okay.
He's awesome. Extremely good character arc development. I like him a lot. But Dune bias is Paul. He's such a cool character
Okay.
because he's not a good guy.
Who's the
He's
fourth
so
one?
Cool. Fourth
We got-
one, Caesar.
baby.
Oh man.
And
Yeah, baby and Caesar.
Baby and Caesar.
Baby Caesar. Little
Baby.
Caesar.
Alright.
Little
Listen.
Caesar.
I can't vote Dune because I didn't see it.
Yeah.
My apologies. Right? Don't be mad at me.
You're good.
Apologies.
I feel like I can't vote. I can't vote Godzilla -1 because sometimes like the story was just happening too, rather than him like pushing the story.
That's valid.
Which brings me to Caesar and Baby, both of whom I think did a great job of pushing the story. Listen,
Yeah,
as
get on to me,
you know what?
not him.
Okay, so listen. I loved Caesar so much. I watched all the movies. Right at this point, really all of them.
Yeah.
But man, I was blown away by how good Baby Driver was. So much so that I was like, "You guys got to watch this movie."
Yeah, it's
right? So I really want to give it to Caesar just because I was like, man, I got like 3 movies of this dude, and you know he like inspires everything that happens in this the sequel, right? That's great. But man, I think Baby Driver, Baby was so good in it, and like Caesar, sometimes I was like, man, you making weird choices, bro. Like, who you trusting weird people, and like you got this revenge thing going on. That guy, you look at there's no one there, you know. Like, anyways, so yeah, I'm gonna give it to Baby this time.
I think that's valid.
That's probably spicy, but it was such a good movie. And like the whole time I was like, oh, this guy's let him win, right? And then he ends up going to jail anyway.
Yeah.
And John Hamm, like you said earlier, like every time you're like, he's in the clear, and then John Hamm, you're like, just die, man.
I really am shocked you guys did not pick Buddy for that last category.
Yeah, me too.
So we've got a Paul and we got a Baby.
All right,
Oh, baby.
Okay.
what you doing, Bird?
Paul,
Roll, Julia.
He's like on Facebook right now asking
So-
for help.
Yeah. It's for me. It's not.
Answer.
It's not Paul.
Yeah.
I
Spicy.
liked him. I liked him in Dune 2. In Dune 1, he was all right. Dune 2, he really shined.
Yeah.
But having watched basically all the Planet of the Apes movies, I saw a lot of Caesar, and he was solid in all those movies.
It's true.
So it's kind of unfair
Yeah.
because
Same
I
with
got to
Koba,
see
it's
from his beginning to his end, and
literally
into
from
his
birth
legacy.
to his death. Yeah.
yeah.
Como estás?
So for me, it's Caesar. He's protagonist.
See, you make me want
Of
to
the
change
year.
my vote now. Oh, wait. We'll see.
We'll see how this goes. Come on, Hayden.
Yeah, you guys didn't help me at all.
Hayden,
Koichi.
Hayden.
Koichi was
Hayden.
great too. He was a good character.
No, I kind of agree with Joe on the whole Koichi thing. You feel bad for him,
Yeah.
but you're not rooting for him like Baby. You're just rooting for all of Japan. Like, there's no point where it's like you just want this guy to make it.
Makes you so
You're just-
patriotic.
You're just anti-Godzilla.
You're
And that's
also-
why I voted him for.
You're also like,
Antagonist.
Koichi, that girl clearly loves you and
Yeah.
loved this child, man. What
Yeah.
is wrong with you?
And so I can't go Koichi. I agree that he made it into this 4
Koichi.
compared to our other picks, but
Paul.
So are you debating between the 3? Is that what it is?
no, I can also kick Baby out too.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. So Paul and Caesar.
Yeah, it's Paul or Caesar for me.
Here, I'll tell you why I didn't vote Paul. If you
Okay.
want,
Yeah,
that
sure.
might
That
help. Because he ended with me wanting to see more of like what his story is going to be. So it was incomplete for me. He was.
It's not done yet.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. That's why I went.
Oh,
with
that's why
Caesar.
you're saying like
It was
because
unfair.
Caesar is like
Because I was
It's
able to
not
see.
fair.
I was able
I
to
got
see
you.
from the beginning to end. With Paul, I was not. He did much better in the second
Yeah.
movie than the first. But it was like oh yeah, but there's still more to your story. So
I changed my vote to Caesar. I'm sorry, I got to.
Are you really doing that?
I am. I'm just sitting here weighing it. I was like, you know what? Like, legit. Like,
So now, even if I go Paul, it's not going to win. So does it matter?
Sweet.
You're literally just making it. We're like, we don't need Hayden's answer. Caesar. God,
Validated.
I'm all about
validating.
validation.
I guess, yeah. It all matters. No, I was probably going to go Caesar. I like Paul. And what's hard is both these. Yeah, I know. That's why. Both characters, and you can ask my friends, especially my wife, both of these franchises, there was points in my time where they had like a death grip on me.
Your soul.
In my house.
Your
how
soul
I
is
talked.
mine.
How I talked, me quoting
Hey.
them. Yeah. And so I annoyed people with both of these franchises
Yeah,
at some
you did.
point. But I hear what Bird's saying with the whole Caesar argument. Like, we got to see it. We're not done with Paul.
His
right?
actual question was, do you smell what the bird is cooking?
Yeah. I'm going to go Caesar as well.
Nice. Sweet.
Caesar.
But Paul was
Caesar.
going to be second.
Sweet.
So he already voted for Paul.
Yeah,
remember?
that's not
Yeah,
a
I voted
sweep.
for
He
Paul.
went
Oh,
Paul.
yeah.
Yeah, and you were saying sweep. You knew it was.
Yeah, I know.
I don't think you know what sweeping is.
He said sweep. He's like, right now, Paul.
He said, I changed my vote too.
Deception.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know. I'm going to make it clear for anybody that's listening. Like, hey, see, the Planet of the Apes came out. Well, we watched all Planet of the Apes movies all last year,
Yeah.
so that's why I can
A whole
say.
lot of them.
In preparation for Kingdom.
All right, we've got a few categories left.
Yeah.
Half
Joe. Bad news for you.
Half
Uh-oh.
point.
Score of the year.
I don't care.
And I don't
I
know
just
if he's
wanted you to
cheating.
get the half
I
point.
know.
I don't know if he's cheating.
I wasn't. Look at this. Look at this. Look
But you get half point.
unedited.
Okay.
That's it. Right there. You
Okay,
can
okay.
look at it.
Hold on, I'm thinking. So my last one's going to
Antagonist.
be what?
Oh, that's rough, man. All right, score of the year. Nominees.
Okay, go.
Godzilla -1
Okay,
by
pretty good.
Naoki Sato.
Yeah, pretty good.
Baby Driver, Stephen Price. Dune Part 2, Hans Zimmer. And X-Men 97, the Newton
You
Brothers.
Baby Driver. Go.
Okay.
Bert, go.
This one is a choice between X-Men 97 and Dune Part 2 and Godzilla -1.
And Baby Driver. Good job, Bert. All right, so who's your...
No, not Baby Driver.
He has to look at them.
It's so I can absorb.
What's that saying?
Absorb
He's
it,
on
you
the
know?
Facebook group, seeing what other people are voting.
SOS. Need help voting.
Yeah, please, more people vote for it.
Yeah, not Baby Driver, because the main thing for Baby Driver for me was the actual songs.
Yeah. Soundtrack.
Which it was part of the way that it was done.
Yeah.
You could say it's part of the score.
Yeah.
But it was songs, and I need something to shorten my list.
No singers.
So yeah, no singers. So Baby Driver out.
Okay.
X-Men 97, Dune, Godzilla -1.
Now, to help you shorten your list, let's remember that the X-Men 97,
It's
especially
stole.
the theme song we know now was stolen from a show called Linda from like the 1970s or something.
That's right, and they did have to pay money for that, so we know it's true. So that means that the X-Men theme and most of the good parts in the music were all stolen.
Yes.
So X-Men 97
Borrowed.
out.
Yeah, okay, all right.
They had to pay for it. So
Come on.
So Godzilla or Dune?
Godzilla or Dune? Dune Part 2.
So half a point for Baby Driver, 1 for Dune.
Yeah.
I'm going Dune Part 2.
Also Dune 1.
Dune wins.
Yeah,
Doom? Are you saying Doom?
Dune. After
What you
that
doing?
movie came out, I would
Bees?
just have the soundtrack on while I did things. Like I said, it had a death grip on me for a couple of months. Just Dune everything.
Mhm.
Not the books.
Well, it almost had me convinced to get into the books. Like, I was almost like,
That's a commitment.
it is.
Coward.
I've already made like multiple commitments to multiple book series. So
Coward.
It's like really hard. Yeah, very much a coward. And so I got to go with that soundtrack.
Mine is really fluctuating between Godzilla and Dune. I listen to Godzilla more probably.
Mhm.
I think some of the best tracks aren't even the Godzilla theme.
Mhm.
There's just some really good like kind of ambiance style
Just them on
stuff
the boat.
in there. Yeah, them on the boat. It's real nice.
We're on a boat.
It's going fast.
But yeah, I gotta give it to Dune. Like the part you are gonna remember for most people,
Is the
for
Fremen.
Godzilla is gonna be the
The
Godzilla theme.
Yeah.
Which is adapted really well in a way that I think is really similar to the original theme in how it like utilizes like an organized and a chaotic version of its own the Godzilla theme. But yeah, Dune. The second score is better than the first one.
Mhm.
It's more like layered. There's some like wood instrument stuff kind of
It's got
going
more
on.
Fremen in it.
It's got more Fremen in it. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to Dune pretty
Okay.
solidly. I think that is Hans Zimmer's best score.
I
Shut
might
your
back
mouth.
you up on that. Yeah.
Shut your mouth.
I think it's very possible.
Shut your mouth.
It's better than Batman.
Shut
Better
up.
than the Lion King.
It
Hang
might not be
on.
better than Lion
Shut
King.
up.
Interstellar's really good. The Lion King is really good.
Hold on, we're getting something. out of Joe.
Inception, honestly, overrated.
Overrated.
Movie or sound or score?
Soundtrack score.
Okay.
Movie's good. Movie's good.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Yeah,
so
Dune.
Dune Part 2 wins score of the year.
And is that what the people said too?
The overwhelmingly people
Yeah,
do.
yeah,
I'm not-
Which doesn't make it doesn't surprise me.
You're saying that the Dune soundtrack is better than Kung Fu Panda 4.
Listen, 4, yes. 1, that's debatable.
You're
But-
saying the Kung Fu,
Skadoosh.
the Doom soundtrack is better than Boss Baby.
Oh
You
yeah.
did Boss Baby?
You're saying that the Dune soundtrack is better than Rango.
Hey, Rango's actually.
I don't know that I can commit to
Megamind.
that. Yeah, those are interesting.
All right. Well.
I'll have to make a.
The Holiday.
I've never seen that.
Dude, The Holiday's
What?
got phenomenal
I,
You
music.
never
I
watched The
genuinely
Holiday?
need to watch that,
That
movie.
is frustrating.
Yeah.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
No, you were done at Holiday.
Gladiator.
It's better. Than
Shut your mouth.
It's better than Gladiator. I'll die on that
There's
hill.
no Fremen in any of those movies. All right.
All right,
Next category.
next
keep
category.
Final
Half
category.
Point
No,
Bird.
I think we got second to last.
So, yeah, there
Yeah.
should be 2 more.
Yeah, I don't. I'm
So,
so
here we-
mad at that.
Here we go. Room upstairs, Big 2,
Yeah.
show of the year.
All right. And the nominees.
Nominees. This one
Please give me a
has
switch, dude.
5 nominees because we just could not decide between.
Hey, it's a good year of shows.
It was.
That's funny.
And there's some shows that are going to get lumped into next year from December.
Yes.
It was a good
Yes.
year of shows.
I didn't even include Cobra Kai because it's not done yet, so I'm going to include it on next
Wait,
year's
what is the category?
list. Show of the year.
Who are the nominees?
We haven't read them yet.
Oh,
We were letting
So
you
nominees: X-Men '97,
okay.
Zorro,
Never seen it.
only we watched.
Yeah.
The Penguin,
Never heard of it.
Scavenger's Reign.
I did watch that.
Yeah, I know. And Invincible season 2.
Why are there 5?
Because we could narrow it down
Because
to
these
4.
guys couldn't watch Invincible 2,
Yeah,
and I
'cause-
couldn't watch Zorro.
And somebody wasn't voting in all the categories.
You guys.
Dude, he's talking about you, man.
Listen, I forgot. Plus, I just didn't want to. I was leaving my options open.
Yeah.
Well, here are the options.
I guess I left them 2 open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Somehow Zorro made it in, Joe, because you didn't answer your text messages in time. Now Zorro's an option.
Hey, look.
Zorro might win, dude. Think about that.
I might vote for it.
Zorro's a good show, man.
Zorro's a
You
banger.
need to give it a watch. So it's only 3 for me
Unfortunately, you get a half point.
because I haven't seen all of Scavenger's Reign. I only saw the first episode.
How'd you feel
I
about
haven't
it?
watched
How to make you
Invincible.
feel?
It was weird. Made me feel awkward.
Yeah, it's valid.
Yeah, the whole rest of the series does not change.
Yeah, it gets worse, in
Yeah.
fact.
Oh, okay. You guys are really talking the show up. I was going to watch it.
It's good.
No,
Don't get me wrong.
they're
The
saying
weird
it's good. It's
factor
just a
goes
weird.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You, like, at the end of the season, you're just like, I have no idea what's happening right now.
Okay.
I just know the music fit really
it's not
well.
like inappropriate weird, right?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gory.
I didn't want to put it on and then be like, the guys told me to, and then Autumn walks in and she's like, what is this? Scavengers Rain! What are they doing?
Yeah, but it does have gory stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, I might.
Body
It's like
horror
alien
type.
gore, though.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
Autumn loves it.
So. Can I vote? Can
You
I do
vote.
my
Go
half?
ahead, go
Can
ahead,
I do
go
my
ahead.
half point?
Can you? Or are you going to talk about the 3 you narrowed it down for 5 minutes?
Yeah.
And then-
Listen.
Yeah,
I think he's
that's
going to
how
talk
I
about the
do
3
it.
he's narrowed it down to.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you for making it simple for
I
this
got
guy.
your back, bro.
Unbelievable.
I got your back.
All right.
Start timing you.
X-Men 97, Zorro, and the Penguin are the only ones that I watched.
Yes.
As much as I like
2 of those are
Zorro,
really good.
that one is out.
Didn't like reading.
Because the Penguin and...
Subtitles?
Yeah.
No. We watched it in English.
No, yeah, that's true.
We got the dub. Yeah,
It's good.
but I like the Penguin and X-Men 97 better. And the Penguin was really good. X-Men was really good. I'm going to go off of what we talked about earlier and vote X-Men 97
Dang.
for the monologues
Yeah.
and just dialogue in general.
I'm going X-Men 97 as well. I mean, this was a good year for shows.
It was a good year for shows.
But if you break down all of these shows, there's only one that I've watched twice already this year, and it's X-Men 97.
Sure, the animated one. Yeah, makes sense.
I'm fine with it, dude. It was good. It's weird that you're trying to bully me when we pick the same thing. You coward. Right? It's X-Men 97. It was such a good show. I cried twice.
Hey, threat number
Only
2.
twice?
Only twice. That was when Gambit died.
Gambit dies?
Spoilers!
If you haven't watched... I've watched it twice. If you guys haven't watched it...
You've had time.
Yeah. Don't waste your time watching Zorro. Just watch X-Men 97.
But after that, watch Zorro.
If you have time.
Please watch
If you have time.
It was really good.
I'm waiting for season 2. All right, your vote.
My vote. All right, didn't watch Invincibles. Can't vote that. I like how you didn't even didn't mention Invincible. So
Well, it was good, and only me and Joe had watched it, so it's like, I don't want to make a big push for something.
yeah, fair.
It was good. I mean,
Why was it even on the list then?
because we were asked to give 4 options, and I haven't watched Zorro.
Sounds like you made a big push.
No, it's just someone didn't help us narrow it down.
All right, so
Yeah, that's me.
yeah, I'm not going
It's
X-Men
what I
97
do.
because overall,
The wild
I
card.
really liked it.
You see Zorro?
It felt kind of rushed at times. Like monologues, when it decides to slow down and do those, great.
Uh-huh.
Episode where Gambit dies, best episode.
Gambit's not in Zorro.
Maybe anything in like on this list, single episode, best one.
Uh-huh.
But overall, it felt like kind of fast paced, a little too much sometimes. Like really going through storylines.
They did go through some storylines.
Yeah, just going through a whole era. Zorro is really good. Penguin is really good. I'm gonna give it to Scavengers. I just really enjoyed. It felt nice having something fresh that was not connected to an IP. It was just its own thing, self-contained in one season. They leave it open. It's like, sure, we can do more if we want, if we get the chance. But I feel satisfied.
But it's not going to be on the platform that aired it because they don't want it.
But like X-Men 97, season 1 ends, and it's like, okay, we're obviously getting season 2.
Yeah.
Zorro, obvious season 2
Like,
setup.
finally,
Scavengers,
Disney's doing something we like.
yeah, Scavengers felt really nice to just have a show that is entirely standalone. And I personally feel like we're kind of being starved of really good stuff like that, especially new stuff. At least stuff that is hitting like mainstream. And I think Scavengers deserves that. I really like that.
Yeah. So my vote goes to Sonic Boom. Wait. I mean, I did watch that this year, and it's really
Valid.
phenomenal.
Sonic
DuckTales.
Boom is great. DuckTales is great. Too.
No, but in this one, I did really love Scavenger's Reign. But nostalgia won out, man. X-Men 97 was so good. It was so good. So that's my vote.
So the win goes to X-Men 97.
I'm really not
on
surprised.
Disney
I'm not
Plus.
angry
As a
either.
show. Yeah.
That was
Again,
a good.
overwhelming answer.
Sweet,
from
sweet,
socials.
sweet.
Please go watch Penguin. Penguin's really good.
Penguin was good. Like, yeah, just because I picked X-Men 97.
Yeah.
I mean, Invincible Season 2 was good, that show is going to keep being good.
Penguin has a perfect finale.
Yeah. Penguin was good. I kind of agree with you on the whole. I think the Penguin just needs to be, end. Keep doing the Gotham stuff, right?
We don't need a second season.
No, we don't need a season 2 of the Penguin. Sophia Falcone, though, kills it on that show.
Excellent.
But the reason I picked X-Men 97 is just man, we waited years for this, and we didn't even know we were waiting on it, and Disney has dropped some turds these last couple of years. So for them to be fine, we'll just do what you guys want. It deserves to win, because you guys need to start listening to this.
And then they're surprised by how good, well, man, people really
what
like
they
this.
liked content that was great. Yes. So I'm so glad that it won.
Yeah. So who's getting half point now?
Me. And I.
What's the category?
It's movie of the year, and I hate it.
That's why we call you half point Hayden.
Yeah.
This is what you get for joining the podcast late. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Ooh, hey, Hayden. If you want, I'll take half point.
Listen, no, well.
Really, it's okay. I don't mind.
Well, is there more stuff like Zorro on it? No, because I think all these movies are really good for this
Listen,
year.
I'm going to pick wild card stuff.
And
you're better off just give me the half point.
No, it's not going to be because you would have done half point way more than anybody. So I'll keep it. I'll keep it.
I really don't mind.
Well,
all right. Go ahead and say the nominees.
Unless I don't like how
grand finale.
Tag.
Movie of the year nominees: Godzilla -1.
And that was early year, man.
Yeah, that's the first movie.
It was
watched
freezing when we saw that movie.
Yeah. Baby Driver, surprise hit of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Deadpool and Wolverine, kind of the expected hit of the year.
Yep.
Dune Part 2.
So good.
Yeah. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. And those are our options.
So we have 5.
That's fandom for you.
That's fandom for you. All right, so I gotta kick us off. As much as I like Baby Driver, I've liked it for a while. So for me, it's hard for me to vote Movie of the Year. I understand why you guys will, if you do. It was a fantastic movie. Everyone should go watch this if you're okay with watching a rated R movie. And then Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, I feel like wasn't the best ape movie. And that might be a discussion or argument someone could have with me later. Honestly, between Dune and Godzilla -1 and Deadpool and Wolverine, it's only those 3 for me. And geez, Deadpool and Wolverine was really fun. I really love that movie. I know a lot of people give it a weird hate. I don't know why they hate it for the dumbest reasons ever. I feel like it was actually really good. Yes, it's fan service, but we kind of need more of fan service and less woke propaganda, in my opinion. But that being said, I dang it, man. I'm pulling a bird, and I hate this.
That's how it goes, man.
I hate that
There's
I'm starting this.
Nothing wrong with that.
Just put it out there, man. You can take it back later.
I'm just going to go Doom Part 2. Doom Part 2.
That was actually a bad choice.
I don't freaking care. I've watched it maybe 3 times.
It's not getting my vote.
I've watched it maybe 3 times this year. It's really good. It made me watch a whole connected series now that Max is doing. I'm digging this. Right?
He's a Dooner.
Yeah. I mean, it almost got me into reading books. So it's I gotta give it to it.
Almost made him
close.
It's so close. If it wasn't for the 13 other books I gotta read, okay.
Goodness, you stop buying books, dude.
I have a lot of books.
It's they look so pretty.
Yeah. I gotta go Dune. I gotta go Dune 2.
Doom. Doom?
Dune.
Dune.
My Dune.
All right, what's yours? It's a half point for Dune.
Yeah. So the thing is, Godzilla -1 is really stinking good.
Why are you making that voice, man?
Yeah, I don't know. I dig it though. Keep doing it.
It's the jacket.
It's just such a tight story.
Tight.
Yeah.
Tight.
It's a perfect Godzilla story. It's the best Godzilla movie.
Dude, it sounds like you've made your choice already.
Baby Driver Surprise hit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 2017 was a good year.
Yeah, it was a good year for movies.
Surprise hit.
Surprise hit of 2024.
It is so weird that we're still talking about Baby Driver, and it's like, I don't know. I get it. You guys all watched it this year, but like, it's been a while for me.
So that was fun. I really enjoyed that. I gotta give it to Dune also.
Oh man,
I think
Dune.
Yeah, it's definitely personal bias at some level. I just love Dune. I love that story. I think it has some really cool layers to it and interesting things to say.
Dude, War of the Planet of the Apes was also 2017. That was a good year.
That was, yeah. We'll give it to him. Yeah, fair.
All
right, what do you pick?
I picked Dune.
Doom?
To no one's surprise, yeah, Doom. So, Joe?
I'm not going to vote for Dune.
Yeah, we know.
I haven't seen it. And at this point, I mean, like, I kind of don't want to vote for it because
it's a
too
popular
hyped.
vote.
It's too hyped.
No, yeah, I'm going to go with TallBeing's Original Instincts and say -1. I know it's been like a year since we saw it, but yeah, that storytelling was so good,
It's
and
a really good movie.
it did things that no other Godzilla movie's done.
I mean, there's a reason they brought it back into theaters for a whole nother month.
Yeah, and it was like doing so super well when it hit digital as well. I really love Baby Driver. 2017 was a great year, but yeah, that's my vote, and I'm sticking to it.
Okay, so we got 1.5 for Dune.
Yeah.
No changes. No changes.
One.
changes.
Okay, so I'm kicking Kingdom out. Same reason that you said, right?
It's good because the franchise is good.
Fantastic movie. Not the best Planet of the Apes movie.
Something's got to be at the bottom.
So I'm kicking that one out. Highly recommend to go watch that if you haven't seen it, though. Kicking Deadpool and Wolverine out. I've mentioned this before on past episodes.
You hate it so much.
I wouldn't say hate it.
Oh, you hate it so much.
Yeah, I had a good
if I
time.
hate Blue Beetle, you hate Deadpool.
Okay, all right. We can make that trade. Don't highly recommend to go watch Deadpool and Wolverine.
Oh, please, Mom, do not go.
Too late. Too late.
All right, so Dune, Godzilla, Baby Driver. 2024 was a good year.
It's a good year.
So my vote is Godzilla -1.
Sweet.
So Dune loses.
Dune,
Unless we
barely.
count in the votes.
which is everybody voted Dune.
Yeah.
So the popular vote.
So in my heart, Dune wins. But you can put whatever you want down. Bird, you can put down whatever you want. I know in my soul.
Dune and Godzilla go up hand in hand.
They're good.
Yeah.
I don't really want to rank one above the other because I like them both for very
Well, you
different
have
reasons.
to.
Who's gonna win in a
Officially,
fight, though?
Godzilla
Sahalud versus Godzilla.
Godzilla.
Who would
Godzilla.
win?
Godzilla
Here-
glassed
here-
the planet.
Here's my reason for voting Godzilla, not Dune. Dune is almost 3 hours
Yeah.
of movie watching, and it was a great 3 hours.
It's hard to
How
rewatch.
busy is your life, Bird?
It's pretty busy. You know how many kids I got?
He's got a lot of kids.
Yeah, but they can watch it with you.
They're not going to
plus,
stick around
dude,
for 3 hours.
Look at him. Do you think looking this good is easy?
Oh, that's true. He's always hitting the gym.
Yeah.
That's right.
Watch Dune while you work out.
Jim is
I
his
would-
oldest son. We keep him in the
Look,
closet.
Godzilla, I've seen it twice, which I don't do a whole lot of rewatching movies nowadays
You
because
really
of the
don't.
same reason.
Yeah.
But I've watched Godzilla twice. I watched it in theaters with you guys,
And then watch
and
it.
then watched it at home.
come
We
back.
watched
Watched it
3
in
times.
color, in black and white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We watched it in black and white in theaters.
Yeah. So, I mean,
It's good.
it's a good movie. It's 2 hours.
I'm
long.
not-
It's still long, but it's 2 hours.
Listen, these were my final two that I got it narrowed down to, so I'm not mad. That it
Yeah.
It sounds like you're mad though.
Baby Driver would have been my second choice.
Baby Driver's my second
Godzilla,
choice.
Baby Driver, Dune.
Dune is my bottom. Like that's like.
well, yeah, you
the-
haven't seen it, Joe. God.
So, all right. So Godzilla -1 wins movie
Yeah,
of the
and
year,
people like Dune.
and
And people's
the
choices
people,
too.
the popular vote.
I already told you all the people's choices are invalidated.
Yeah.
Remember you
They
said
matter to me
at the beginning you looked at the camera and said you guys don't matter.
because that's
No.
what you guys told me to say.
No,
Uh-huh.
hey Hayden, say
That was hating.
all right,
I think
so-
everybody matters.
that's it. That's the award show.
Yeah.
We've
Sonya Awards.
named our winners.
That's
Thank
fandom.
you guys, and all of you guys that voted. Your votes do count.
They do.
All right, they're the popular vote. like you said, it made Dune win the popular vote. Stick around on the socials, the Room Upstairs podcast, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Threads, TikTok.
The heck is Threads?
It's the Room Upstairs podcast. Find us, follow us, and just stay up to date. Talk with us on there. Whenever we do any kind of battles, you can vote there. And we do battles all the time. So
that's fandom for you.
He stole my line again.
Well, we'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for being part of the award show.
And here's to another year of being trapped in this room. Please let me out. I don't know where the keys are.
But he also made that sound.
That's pretty good.
It's like ultimate.
I've been working on it. I like to work on it under the water, like in the bath. So that it's
All right, Bird.
Just picturing he's in the bath just by himself.
He's like a little sailboat, like in the bathroom.
You know, if I had a bath, I would totally do that.
We could throw a wild card in here from the Wolfman. We could throw in Hayden's.
It's all good.
Hey, no. We should see it.
I know, but I just
no. Well, let me just say the quote that you wanted in here.
Yeah.
He's got to devil's advocate.
This was Hayden's choice from the Wolfman.
I know, but now you're doing it for me, and I'm in the room telling you don't have to.
I think it was a good one. All right.
Okay, all right.
So the Wolfman from this is from the Wolfman, right?
Wolfman.
Yeah. All right. Quote.
No, that was not.
That's what it says.
That is. Hold on, does it really say that? Oh my gosh, it does not say that. Son of Leto Atreides.
Leno.
Leto Atreides is dead, right?
Yeah.
Like Jay Leno?
Yep.
No,
Jay
Leto,
That's his.
like-
Yeah, that's his dad.
Jared.
Jay Leno is his dad.
Jared
Hey,
Leto.
Paul, we're going to this movie. Like that'd be such a weird movie. You give me a rack that says my feet.
Dude, that was such a good Leno.